Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see in the picture today, let's start the story of What If DXD verse React to Issei from 8 different timeline part 3. Before we start, please go support Unizenskeith666 for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. Step 11, Remembering past hunt before getting home, flashback. Also, when casting scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also, disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar orc. Forgot to mention Tannen and his son also here in my house, but they shrink into human size. Also, before I forgot to mention, I'll be using Monster from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, since that is the Monster Hunter game I ever managed to finish all quests even though I started with Monster Hunter, Freedom Unite, but lost the motivation after lost the save data. My poor fella and the little buddy never once fainted all in all my quest. Coincidentally, its name is Zach. Just when managed to kill both the Cantor and Ducanlos, and on the way to unlock Fetalus, I lost my data, and I'll be using Monster Hunter Rise mechanic where the map capable of holding 3 monster instead of 2, and the monsters will have all their known move. Skeeth. I got a great show today, taking off the 3D glasses, remembering when the people's beating up against each other. I love chaos sometimes. See his house in distance. Well, I gotta check how's the others open the doors and make way to living room. I noticed everyone else already here chatting up with each other. The same man, I can't wait to see what that world gonna offer. Start talking in excitement with his harem. Happy seeing him not down anymore and move on from his ex-harem. With Issei harem talking with each other. Issei-kun, I'm glad that since we came here, Issei-kun not feeling depressed anymore. Kuroka, you're right, Yasaka-chan Naya. I'm happy for Issei-chan. He doesn't deserve to be discarded. Just like that, Naya felt angry about Issei ex-harem ungratefulness. Ross was nodding in agreement. You're right, Kuroka. Sen, this is first time I see Issei-kun happy like this. Gravel MHM. You're right. Issei-sama deserve better. He always fight for them, but they just don't appreciate it. Asia. But there's also those that getting interested with Issei-san since we came here felt little upset thinking of more rivals. Yasaka. Sighing as much, I hate to admit it. You're right, Asia-chan, but I think we need to accept it with other harem sisters. Look at her in shock. But why Yasaka-san? Yasaka. I'm sure that Issei-kun won't forget all of us from my observation. He always put those he cherished before himself, and would treat us all equally, and start blushing. Ravel. What's wrong, Yasaka-san? Yasaka, I doubt us 5 can keep with his stamina at all. And we need more sisters to keep him satisfied with Asia. Ravel, Kuroka and Ross was blushing after understand what Yasaka mean. Kuroka? Start letting out nosebleed, you're right. I doubt us all could keep up with him, Naya. Yasaka? Anyways, let's observe more before we make any decision with the others nodding in agreement. Back to Issei and others, Vali. I hate to admit even I'm excited. Sarah. If this world of monsters can make my stronger self struggle, I hate to admit we probably has low survival rate if we suddenly go there. I say, yeah? Not to mention that we unable to use anything related to supernatural, making us sitting ducks with everyone else shivering thinking about it. Sirzech. Yeah. Issei was right. We need to train back from the scratch. Who knows if suddenly we fraud anything that completely immune to supernaturals, and can only be defeated with pure physical strength, Azazel. Not to mention training back our own physical body without any supernatural enhancement. Looking at Michael, sorry Michael for saying this, but you need to hit the gym. You look lanky like a noodle with Michael. Get hits with lanky and noodle arrows, Michael. Fell depressed from the sudden jab. Yes, you're right. I've been too reliant of magic and light powers. Gabriel. Petting Michael's shoulder. It's okay, brother. We still love you. Michael T. Thank you, Gabriel. Keith. Make his appearance. Well, seems like everyone can't wait, the office. Together with Lilith go to Skeeth tugging his sleeve while still holding the popcorn bucket. Can we keep this? Looking at Skeeth, hopefully. Skeeth. Petting her head with Lilith. Sure, no problems. I can make it more anytime I want. Forgot to mention that you can change the popcorn flavor just by thinking what flavor you want. Make another popcorn bucket, like the one Ophis holding and giving it to Lilith. But Ophis and Lilith get star eyes after hearing about it, and rushing to other kids to share with them. Skeeth noticed everyone else looking at him amused. What? Boru, nothing. It's just that you looked like an uncle figure for them. Smile a bit. Mickey, do you also has children of your own too? Skeeth gave small smile children. No. I'm not, but I treat my students as one. Besides, do you need to be blood related to be family? Well, in several of Skeeth's domains, people that Skeeth saved and trained felt touched for unknown reasons. Sirzech. You're right. Skeeth's sand ruffling Issei hair, making him blush. I also consider Issei here like my little brother, even if we're not related by blood. Grayfia saying with me gave small smile. Zeotikis and Vanellina. Don't forget us, Skeeth. Anyways, we've been talking long enough. It's to start the next viewing, by the way. Before I forgot, gotta warn you guys of something. Shiva, what it is, Keith san. Keith, cough. Well, there would be lots of shouting, screaming, cursing, and lots of profanities get thrown out. Not to mention some cough. Pardon my language, bullshit moment happened during this viewing, but most cast sweat drops after hearing the warning. I'm curious what you mean by that, but I think it's better to see it first with everyone else nodding in agreement. Skeeth, well then, let's start. Point the remote to the screen. Screen open. Scene change, Yakumo, Guild Hall, hot spring bath area. But this say, Drag, Vali and Albion just came out from the changing section and start to soak in the hot spring. Azazel let out a whistle. Damn, that was a nice hot spring. I can tell just by looking at it that it has magical properties. Azazel. Turn to Azazel. Wait. Are you sure, Sensei? They just look like normal hot spring to me. Skeeth. Cough. Actually, Azazel. Right. If you take a soak in it, it will help temporarily increase your vitality, and make you instantly full before you get hungry. Again, it would last per hunting quest and would lose the effect if you got carded once in the quest. Sirzech, I don't know why, but I got gut feeling that getting carded is embarrassing for every hunter over there, and they mostly avoid it. Skeeth, well, for doing quest over there. Most common rule was you can only faint 2 times in a quest. For every faint you lost 1/3 of reward money, and get lesser materials reward a faint for the 3rd time you failed the entire quest. And actually getting carded is not that embarrassing, but if get carded by some bullshit moment, that would be embarrassing. Anyways, look at 4 of them. Damn, they're packed with muscles. I guess hunting monster every day would do that to you, Skeeth. Notice to say harem and those that interested with him letting out nosebleed and licking their lips thirsty much. Kuroka, licking lip mama likey. Yasaka fanned herself. Oh my. But this say harem and those interested with him start looking at him like predator eyeing their prey. Issei. Why I feel danger. Start looking around nervously. Issei. Stretching a bit. Man, that hit the spot. Ollie. You're right. I'll never get bored taking a soak in this hot spring. Greg, yep, this is bliss cracking neck. Albion. Shame we can't have hot spring like this back home with everyone else nodding. Looking at changing area. Hey you guys, come on. Join us. The 4 cat figure jumping out from the changing area straight to the hot spring. Issei. Vali, Dreg and Albion has only 1 Palakos respectively with Issei, and Dreg has feline, while Vali and Albion has melinx. Issei. Man. They surely having fun looking at their Palakos having fun. But every female's melt looking at how cute the Palakos is. Ollie. Can't believe that it's been 1 year and a month since we came here. Next month, it's time to go home. Sighing, wish we can stay here forever, but we need to be back home. Albion. Drink sake, not to forget the food here was truly authentic. Shame, back home food can hold a candle to the food here. Greg. Absolutely, drink sake and clink the glass with Albion. Cheers. The same man, I can remember back then. We have to leave when we just finished last urgent quest to reach 6-star high rank quest. Greg, remembering doing that quest with others. Yeah. I can remember it clear as day. Never thought such creature ever exist. Albion, and when we came back here and start doing high rank 1 without refreshing our muscle memory, that is our biggest regret, Ollie. And that's when we do just simple gathering quests to restock most of our supplies, also seeing the scenery, and then meet that blasted pickle with him and others shivering remembering the encounter. To say, Buck, why you remind me it was damn embarrassing and horrifying back then, giving Vali a glare. Ollie. Backing away in surrender. Whoa, whoa. Calm down. I say, I don't mean it. I'll be in still. Glad we managed to escape from that pickle, and we managed to deliver the tickets on the last minute. Greg, I never get chess so much in my life. Give hollow eyes with others looking at him in sympathy. Azazel. I don't know what the thing they're talking about, and why they calling it pickle, but if it can make other drag like that, I hope I'll never encounter it in my life, with every ex-cast nodding in fright. Vali? For some reason I felt bad, feeling that the thing they're talking about was hazardous to everyone here that has dragon properties, sweating a bit. Skeeth. Hide a smirk who you don't know, but you're absolutely right. Vali, with Vali and everyone else that has dragon properties, felt sudden chills, flashback start, scene change, Misty peaks, and say, whoa, Gabriel. It's beautiful, Seriful. It's true, but to think that there's danger hidden in such a place. Sirzech, if we didn't know any better, we would let down our guard just by seeing the scenery. With Issei, Vali, Dreg and Albion wearing Yakumo Blade Master Set and Yakumo Weapon Series, with Issei using sword and shield, Vali using dual blades, Dreg using great sword and Albion using switch axe. Issei, man, so this is atmosphere of high rank quest. I could get used to it, start stretching. Vali, you're right. Anyways, let's disperse for now, searching for the materials. I'm gonna search for ore and bone materials. Albion, well, I'm gonna search for herb shrooms, berries and whatever else I can find. Shrugs. Greg. Very well, I'm gonna check the perimeter and slay some monster and get some meat for us in meantime. I say, well, I'm gonna visit Peggy Elder in meantime. I'll try to fishing some fish. Let's regroup at Area 4 after 30 minutes. Transporter. Talking with cool voice, you four, wait. Zeodicus. That's one cool cat. Lord Phoenix and one with style, I say, turned to Transporter confused. Yes, Transporter-san? Transporter. Tipping hat. Careful, you four, high rank quest was an eye-opener. If you're careless, the Devourer will come to you with others confused what Transporter mean. Ollie. Very well, we'll take the advice to heart. Gave him a bow. Transporter go on, leaning on the barrel with cool pose. Greg hate to admit that cat was baddest one, like Sir Muscular. Albion, ain't that the truth? But all four spread out searching over the entire map. Scene change, Misty Peaks Area 4. But all four of them was currently making some BBQ to eat while chatting with each other. Issei. Alright, guys, the food ready. Brought out several gourmet steak and gourmet fish. Vali, oh ye, this what I'm waiting for, snatch some and eat. Greg, chomping the meat in seconds more, give more. Albion, I'm glad you learned under Sir Muscular, and Grandmaster-san let out a smile. Yeah, glad that they temporarily come to Yakumo for to search for new helpers to aid them in their kitchen. Shame, they go back to New World already. Ollie. With mouth full of food. Yeah, shame. We're not good enough yet to go to New World. I would love to see what it holds. Greg. Sadly, we're not skilled yet to, according Sir Muscular. Shaking head in disappointment. Albion. Agreed. When we asked Sir Muscular why back then, he said that we're still green and haven't seen enough yet of the old world to go to the new world. Ollie. Anyways, you guys wonder what Transporter-san mean of the Devourer. Greg beats me, shrugging, probably only monster that appears on high rank quest. Albion, we got to be careful though. We'll never know if anything would suddenly appears, as is a low K. Now I'm curious what they mean of New World, and what Transport or San mean about the Devourer. Sirzech. Same with me, but since Sir Muscular said that is a valley, Drag and Albion are still green, it must be dangerous for them. But everyone turned to Skeeth. Skeeth shrugs. Nah. I'm too lazy to talk about New World. I'll tell when it comes, making everyone else sweat drops. Hearing the reason, they say, enough talking, guys. Just eat. It's time to enjoy ourselves. Tomorrow, let's start doing some hunt. Greg, you're right. With all four of them enjoying themselves, eating and enjoying themselves, and suddenly heard a roar. Jump into his arms. Ollie, what was that? Getting up and alert. I don't know, but my instinct tell me it's bad news. Sweating. Getting up and alarm, guys, you hear that? Break, I do, but where it come from? Start looking around. Vali, I think that sounds come from that area, points to path heading to area 2. Albion, anyways, get ready, guys. It's approaching. Sounds of earth shaking with something getting closer, and all four of them widen eyes in shock after seeing what it was. They say, oh my god. Vali, what was that? Greg, it's hideous, like a pickle. Albion, pickler, not just run for now, it's charging at us. All four of them start running away, getting chased non-stop. Flashback ends. As is all, oh, come on, don't leave us on cliffhangers, shouting in exasperation. Sirzech. Oh man. Now I'm dying to know what was that make them act like that. Skeeth. Chuckles, don't worry. It will be shown next. They say, I don't know what possessed us to do the quest without proper gear at all, shaking head in exasperation. Vali, I never thought we'll ever do such noob mistake. After that, we just take the first month doing 45-star low-rank quests to refresh our battle instinct. Albion. That's right. Speaking of doing low-rank quests, both you and Vali once take the Ballier and the Phoenix Clan's second son here before, right? How far did they go? Greg brought out from the memory lane, Jami, and Albion didn't manage to join you guys. Seeing that Albion helping me recover back Tiamat treasure, I'm also curious, how far did they go? Azazel? Seems like other Drake and Albion already resolved their rivalry with Albion, willingly helping Drake find back Tiamat treasure. Tiamat snorts, seems like other you is more sensible. One Drake glaring at both Drake and Issei. Greg talking nervously, I'll promise to find back your treasure. Right, talking nervously, yep, he will find it. We promise, talking with drag and mind, dude, why your fault is also my fault. Greg, talking with my burden is also yours. Just help me with this, will you? I say, oh, about Riser and Sarah Erg, well, they're quite dedicated. They managed to finish all the way from 1-star to 3-star quest, albeit with both of us helping from time to time, but because we're out of time, they didn't manage to reach 4-star quest. Ollie, and they officially hate that singing buckface, with everyone eye twitching irritated after hearing that nickname. Albion rubbing forehead from the headache. God, I hate that bucking bird, not gonna lie, I hate that bird more than I hate Drake. During our rivalry with Drake, nodding in agreement, Drake. Start spewing profanities, bucket, I hate that bucking bird, how the heck it always called the damn pickle every time we're hunting it. Sure, we hunting it at high rank in quest, but can't it call other things rather than the blasted pickle? They say, spewing some curse words, crew that bird, I can't forget it that last time we hunted subspecies at call not 1 but 2 bucking pickles. Ollie, let's not forget that it called the damn pickle, not in normal mode, but in bucking rage mode. I mean, what the buck? But all four of them start to remember the quest. Azazel. Sweat drops. Damn, they must hate the bird they're talking about, Odin, and both Drake and Albion hate it so much that they don't care about their rivalry anymore. Break now, this I gotta see. Albion. I'm curious what thing it is that it make my other selves say that he hated more than Drake. Flashback start. Scene change, Volcano Area 6. Azazel. Get star-eyed. Damn, look at those armor and weapons. Sirzech, I can feel it. Those armor easily more resistant than your Crimson Promotion armor. Nodding, hate to admit it, but me and Dreg also agreed those armor easily surpassed my Crimson Promotion armor. Still, my other self used sword and shield. Ollie. Dumbfounded. But why my armor green? It wasn't my color scheme, whatever. Other me must have reason using that armor despite its color. Greg. Whistle man. My other self got nice armor. Albion. Agreed. Can't ever think that myself ever use an axe though. Odin. Turned to Skeeth. I'm curious what monster those armor based of. Skeeth sure brought out several pictures on the screen. Iku. I don't think I want to fight those monster ever at all, wiping sweat. Razor. Can't fathom how those four can hunt those monster at all. Skeeth. The first one were armor and weapon that other Issei use. It was made of subspecies of Tigrex called Brute Tigrex. Its official title was Black Roaring Wyvern for Volume 1, a subspecies of Nargacuga called Green Nargacuga, the Green Swift Wyvern. 4 Drake was Rat Halos, King of the Skies, and lastly, Albion Ziniger, the Thunderwolf Wyvern. Saji Man, that was baddest title, those monster god. Shem has I. Those monster could easily terrorize our world if they ever came to our world, seeing that they can only be injured in their home world. Skeeth. Thinking, hey, if you're terrified seeing those, I wonder how you guys gonna react with others, especially elder dragons or the ones from Frontier. The monster from Frontier has bullshit. Maviset get reminded of watching videos on YouTube about Monster Hunter Frontier. With all 4 hiding behind a rock stealthily watching over the singing buck face. Skeeth. Alright. Let me introduce you guys. Crimson Kurapiko, Crimson Colorful Bird ACA's singing buck face. Azazel, I can understand why they called it that. Vali, it has very punchable face. Issei. Alright guys, it doesn't notice us yet. Let's beat that thing after I throw the sonic bombs on it. Vali, show bloodthirsty face, come on, Issei. Throw it. I can't wait to kick that buck or ass, Issei. Throw the sonic bombs, making it stagger in shock. Beat it. Apply destroyer oils to his sword and jump using perfect rush. Take this, you bugger. Vali, feel my wrath, activate feral demon mode, slashing it non-stop, Levi style, while it's in confusion. Greg, take this, you bastard. Use true charge, slash at its head, destroying most of its beak. Albion. Here's a present for you, Martha Baker. Switch to blade mode and unleash elements, discharge right at its ass. But most of KV's cast jaw drops seeing the brutal scene. Shiva, that was quite brutal, I admit. They really hate that bird sweat drops. Michael. I don't think both Drag Dano and Albion Dano ever displayed that amount of wrath during the Great War. After a certain amount of time after the beat down with it weakened and had enough, then hit 4 of them with a tail swipe and jumped backwards, flapping at wings, throwing them back further. Oh no. You don't throw paintball at it. Ollie. Noticed it gonna clap at hands, oh shit. With it releasing bright flash after 3 claps blinding all 4 of them. Albion rubbed my eyes. Greg, it burns. With all 4 right after managed to recover their eyesight, noticed that it just spit at mucus right on their face. That disgusting. Greg, it's official. I hate that bird more than I hate you, Albion. Albion. Same with me, Greg. No one ever dared to spit on my face in my entire existence. Skeet. Hide a smirk and thinking, wait till they see the Kongalalas and its variants. Issei Fook. Volley that piece of shit, just bucking spit on my face furiously trying to remove the mucus. Greg, where's that piece of shit? Managed to remove the mucus earlier and widen eyes after noticed it just finished mimicking a certain pickle roar. Albiano SHITTT. Not the damn pickles, Issei. Kill it before it run away. Ollie. Tried to rush at it, but got double thunder slap on the face. My face, see my face. With it spit another round of mucus right on their face, and fly up leaving the area. Issei. Damn it, not again, punched the ground in frustration. Ollie bucked that bird throw his headgear on the ground. Greg noticed the ground shaking. Guys, you heard that. Albion, yes, we heard it. We need get away fast right now. Say, start sweating away the moment why we heard 2 set of roar, with the shaking getting stronger, Ollie. Eyes widen and fried. Oh no. Don't tell me that there's 2 of them. I'll be annoyed, you imbecile. Don't jinx us. Draga, stop fighting. We need to get away fast. I say, Drag, right, we need to escape now. With everyone, start to leave heading path to Area 7. But stopped after noticing said pickle in rage mode right at the path to Area 7 and tried to use another path to Area 5, but also noticed another pickle in rage mode at the path to Area 5, not to mention both are gold crown size. Zeodicus, Mommy jump into Venelana arms with her also frozen in shock after seeing the monster. Like her father eyes widen in fear. Gabriel faint in shock after seeing it. But those with weak heart and will either trembling in fear or fainted from the shock. Azazel sweating anyone else agreed with me that good thing those monster doesn't come to our world at all. With everyone else nodding in agreement, Sirzech, I got a certain feeling that if that monster suddenly appeared on Underworld, entire devil race would gone extinct with everyone else dreading imagining the image. Sona, Lucifer Sama S. Surely you've been joking, right? Shivering from fright, Skeeth. Actually, Sirzech hypothesis is right with everyone turned to him in shock, Issei. Why, are you serious? Skeeth-san. Skeeth. Nodding yeah. Pickle is the nickname hunters in that world called it to make fun of it so that they would get calmer from the fear when fighting it. Its real name is Deviljho, the terrifying violent wyvern, nor its other famous title the Great Devourer or the World Eater. Albion, talking nervously. Are you sure that thing just a mere wyvern? The presence that give off make most dragons in our world pale in comparison? Greg. Talking nervously, I hate to admit it, but if I'm right, its strength and presence that displayed surpassed both of us in our prime, with others widen eyes in shock from the news. They say. Trembling. Why you're kidding, right, Drake? Ollie. Sweating. I don't think Drake kidding. I do. Odin, I don't want to ask this, but what do you mean about its other two titles? Skeeth. I'll be brief to explain. Deviljho has high metabolism that put them in constant hunger. No matter how much it eats when it came to any ecosystem, it would eat anything it could find on the ecosystem. As the apex predator there, mostly every life on the ecosystem would perish from extinction, from its constant hunger, not to mention it's highly aggressive and would attack anything on sight, and it was one of monster that could fight on par with most elder dragons, Yasaka elder dragons, Skeeth, creatures that was classified as unknown by the Hunter Guild because they didn't have detailed information of them, or even know where they even come from, how they're breeding, and not to mention even the weather would bow to their presence when an elder dragons are in an area. Shrugs, you could say that some elder dragons are capable to end the world single-handedly, with everyone else wide in eyes in shock and fright after hearing about the elder dragons. Shem has I. Capable of, Ajuka, ending. God in the world. Burial. Like Trihexa. Zerafel, but more than one. Sirzech. I'll say it again, we're glad those monster doesn't come to our world getting serious. Everyone should keep this secret we just learned to our grave. Don't let anyone else know about it when we get back, with everyone else nodding in agreement. Skeeth Val, you once said that you feel that Deviljho was dangerous to people with dragon properties, right? Val, yes. What is it, Skeeth-san? Getting a bad feeling, Skeeth. Deviljho are capable of harnessing dragon element that hazardous to elder dragon and monster alike. You could say that dragon element was like Sama blood but more potent, making you say, Vali, Ophis, and those with dragon properties, widen eyes and fried anyways. Let's continue viewing, thinking pretty sure the readers would be little bored hearing me rambling, and I think I'm scared them enough already. Pretty sure they would get traumatized if I tell them about Savage the Village, let alone its apex frenzy version and aberrant version, or worse, starving and for Heavenly King. Active viewing, the Deviljho themes start playing after both of it noticed 4 tasty snacks hiding behind the rock but failing. Azazel, I'm both amazed and terrified. It has scary and awesome theme. Arakiel, same with you. Issei shit, not 1 but 2 Greg, we're booked. Albion, turned to Vali giving him blank stare. I blame you for this. Vali, sighing, I know it's my fault that jinxed us, but we need to fight for our lives now, seeing that we can't escape. Unsheath his dual blades. Issei, Vali is right. Start unsheath his sword. All that matters now is to kill it. We never fought 2 of them at the same time. It's do or die. Greg, yeah, unsheath his great sword. We still need to pay back against the damn bird for putting us in this situation. Albion, unsheath his switch axe. You're right. If we survive this, I got an idea how to pay back against the damn bird. I'm pretty sure it just smirk at us before it leaves, with everyone else getting pissed off after hearing what Albion just said. The same, me, and Vali will take one while you both take the other one. Greg on it. With all 4 of them rushing to their respective Deviljhos. Issei, hi, yeah, Ali Oria, Greg. Oh, Albion Oria, Issei. Come on, other me. Show that thing what you got. Vali? Same with you, other me. Greg, don't you dare lose, you got that, other me? Albion? Show them our heavenly dragon emperor pride. Issei, Vali, Greg, Albion, yeah? But others amused seeing the four dragons' antics. Asia? I'm glad Issei sent God his spirit back. Ravel? Same with us, with other harem sisters nodding in agreement. Lavinia Virginia CUN finally grown up, I'm happy for him. After certain amount of time, scene change Volcano Area 10, scene showing the Crimson Kurapiko sleeping without care in the world trying to recover, but most cast eye twitching after seeing the bird. They say, I can't believe that it just sleep without care after all that eye twitching. Vali mutters, bucking Dushabag. Greg, I swear if our other selves didn't kill it, I'm gonna rage. Albion, agreed. But this say Vali Drake and Albion showing up with tattered armor and weapons half broken and circling across sleeping Crimson Kurapiko body, giving it expression of rage across their face. Asia? Thank God they're okay. Sirzech man, they must be pissed off. As is all what to expect, anyone would be pissed off if someone suddenly sent two strong monster of that level at them. With all four of them giving calm smile after remembering Albion payback scheme, then everyone put one mega barrel bomb surrounding the unsuspecting Motherbaker, Bajuka. Dumbfounded, where did they pull out the large barrel from? Skeeth. Shrugs that world physics was weird sometimes, just roll with it, Hobio. Sweat drops, okay then. Giving each other cheerful smile and brought out another mega barrel bomb carrying over their head and start giving an evil smile to their sleeping victim. The FXX cast jump in their seat after seeing the smile. As is old damn that nearly give me heart attack, Auden rubbing his chest. I think I just see my late father for a moment. All four of them rushed to the sleeping foe laughing like a maniac while carrying the bomb with mad smile on their face, triggering an explosion. The save Vali drag Albin. Flashback ends. Most cast jaw drops seeing what just happened. Sirzech are all four of them crazy, Shiva. Can't blame them. They must be scarred from the encounter against Deviljho. Azazel. Hey Issei, Vali. You both okay there? Turn to Issei and Vali and notice that both of them are silent. Hey you two. What's wrong, Issei? No. Nothing. Just that I'm shocked seeing what they do just now. Vali, I can't believe I got roped into doing that stunt. Greg, I'm satisfied. Such glorious ending. Albion, I must say that I'm impressed with my other self or came up with the idea. Back to present. But all four of them give content smile remembering kamikaze attack. I say that felt good. Good payback against that buck face. Vali sure we got bettered in for a week, but it was worth it. Greg sure it is chugging a bottle of Psycha that hit the spot. It's a miracle though that we managed to survive and kill those two pickles, Albion. And we managed to make new armor and weapons from the encounter. Right. That's right. Voice A guys, Voice B, we got sudden emergency quest. Is saying what's wrong? Goes to the map, the barrier with others following. To say, you here you guys will know what we mean, hand the quest paper to Vali. Vali, checking the contents and I widen a bit then give the quest paper to others to see. I see. Never thought it gonna be back. To say back, then we can only manage to repel it, reminiscing the past. Greg, we merely failed the quest though. Albion, yeah, I think it's time to put it down for good. Anyone up for it? That was a stupid question. Of course, we're up to it. Greg. Cracking neck, I'm getting pumped up. This would be good last hunt for us before getting back home. Alright, we'll accept the quest. Let's go, guys, go to changing room changing back to their equipment, Saseo. Very well, I'll tell the chief, let's go Kanaha Isis. But all four of them came out from the changing room wearing their current equipment, Sirzech. Whistle damn, that was one badass looking armor. As is all, they even got an armor for their palico as well. I'm a bit jealous of the blacksmith in their world. Shiva, well, you could say that their suffering was also a blessing. The Ophis. Hide behind to say together with Lilith full of dragonic energy. Dangerous. They still using their respective weapon and their pelacos wearing Deviljho armor. Issei, alright guys. Let's do this bump fist with others. Ollie. Let's show it how much stronger we become. Greg, time to settle this. Albion. Let's see who's gonna stand as the conqueror. Issei Vali, Greg, Albion. Thinking bring it on then, Jen Morin, scream close. Skeeth. So any thoughts you guys want to comment? Who knew? Raise Mr. Skeeth. Can I ask something? Skeeth, who is Jen Morin? Skeeth. Well, I won't tell much, because next viewing will show it. Chuckles seeing Kuna pouting. Well, I'll tell you guys a little bit. It was a monster that they four only managed to repel at once. Lady Phoenix. Must be a very strong monster that they can only manage to repel it rather than slay it. Skith, ho ho, you guys would be surprised in the next viewing. Just wait for it. Sirzech, if you say so, we can only wait for now. As is all my gut feeling, tell me that it would an interesting battle. Skith, well, if has no question, I gotta go now. Open the door and leaves. The same man, I can't wait for the next viewing. Anyways, I think I need to work harder to catch up other me. Ollie, you're not the only one. Hi, do you wanna spar? They say of course, let's go. Step 12. Rematch against the past adversary and going back home. Flashback. Also, when casting scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also, disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar orc Skeeth. Walking back home semi-exhausted. Freaking hell, I regret didn't play Genshin 2.8 event when it just came out. I'm gonna go back and slap my past self for his bright idea trying to do all events and world quest in one day, not to mention getting all 182 chests. Pretty sure some of my brain cells died trying to solve the puzzles, muttering incomprehensibly. Scene change, unknown location. Eating popcorn with Corbenik, watching Skeeth muttering non-stop himself. Idiot trying to do it in one day. Corbenik, hey, speaking of, did we forget someone else descended Skeeth house? Snap fingers. That's right. We forgot about Great Red. Let's go ahead, but the air making a portal and jump through it. Sweat drops. Why he can't use normal way making portal, does he need to do that instead? Shaking head in exasperation and jump following. Scene change, dimension gap from the universe cast in Skeeth house came from just moments, they got kidnapped. Great Red, making some stunts while flying him. Why I suddenly got a bad feeling. Did the smirk watching his new victim and proceed to make big trash bags suddenly cover entire Great Red body? Great. What the? Hey, what gives? Struggling to get out? Check out my hip check, make small hip check, letting out big shock wave, knocking out Great Red. Hey, Corbenik. How about another eat, Corbenik? Give blank stare at. Did you just use that legendary move? Pretty sure countless multiverses got destroyed from the shock wave alone. Nah, no problem. I already make sure that the multiverses that got destroyed was those beyond redemption. Especially those kind, if you know what I mean. Corbenik. Give nod of understanding after realizing what mean. Ah, I see. Well, anyway, time to send the package. Make a portal and pick up the package, then throw it to Skeeth direction. He had seen change area near Skeeth. Skeeth. Notice something approaching at fast speed and catch the package. Oh no, you don't. I won't fall for the same trick twice. Pick the note and read it. I see. First, I'm gonna shrink this guy, put unconscious Great Red under spell, making him chibi-sized and get inside his house. Back to Corbenik. Corbenik. Shrugs, well, seems like he already predict that. Seems like we failed the surprise. Anyways, let's go check other universe to watch open portal and jump inside. Corbenik. Well, I got nothing to do anyway, jump inside the portal following. Scene change, Keith house living room. Skeeth, hey Office catch, throw unconscious, Great Red to Office, Great Red. Slowly come to his sense, and noticed Office giving him evil smile, while realizing he can't use any power at all. Oh shit. After several moments of torture, Great Red. In full body cast from the torture, So you're saying that all of us got kidnapped here after the young hatchling point to Issei, making him blush from embarrassment, wished to see a version of himself that wasn't perverted after his so-called former harem, deem him too perverted? Skeethy up, at the gist of it, Issei. Still, I'm sorry for putting you guys on this situation, bow to others. No worries, besides watching other universe was an exciting experience. Sirzech. Ruffling Issei. Herods. Okay Issei. Besides us leaders was grateful for it, thinking watching other universe as vacation without worrying about doing any paperwork and chance to spend more time with family. Only fool won't take it. With every leader here, give nod of understanding knowing what Sirzech mean. Skeeth. Thought to the audience reading, sorry for Rias a Keno Kaneko Arena and Zenovia fan, but it's necessary. Great Red. It might be unusual coming from me since I rarely care about other people's problems, but seeing the hatchling share my flesh, making him my pseudo-son with Issei feel touched from Great Red words. This is personal look at Issei former harem with disappointed stare. You five are bunch of hypocrites. Arias, feeling offended why? Bikino, I don't understand what you mean, Great Red Sama. Piniko, frown from the jab, we're not hypocrites. Irina, please tell us why you called us that. Denovia, yeah, why you call us hypocrites. Skeeth. Give popcorn to Azazel and others want some? Azazel, sure, I feel that a good show would happen, take some and eat. Great Red. Give them, bruh, are you serious? Look, you five deem the hatchling a pervert, while you four are more perverted than him. Zenobia. Weird. Great Red. I haven't finished talking yet, making Zenobia shut up. Ollie. Whistle damn. Great Red. I'll be brief. First, you point to Rias, you're an exhibitionist that would sneak into young hatchling bed while he's sleeping every time like some cheap prostitute, and would show off your naked body to him every time, not to mention he's an hormonal teenager, of course. He would act like a pervert since you deliberately show all that to him. Rias? Speechless from the truth. Razor? Turned to say wait, Rias did all that. Say yeah? Rubbing back of his head from the memory. Razor. That was shocking news. Sure. Razor was playboy and skirt chaser before, but Razor wasn't an exhibitionist like Rias at all. Razor still got sense of shame. Well, Rias feels insulted hearing that from Razor of all people. Great Red. Turned to Aquino. Then you, who always tease the hatchling with suggesting remarks and also seduce him all the time while touching Hex will spot over his body, then leave him hanging after you got your fill of teasing the hatchling. Then also getting into his bed every time naked with Aquino considering Great Red words, while hate to admit that it was true. Shem has you okay there, look at Borisiel. Borisiel hate to say it, but my daughter need to hear it. Great Red. Turn to Kaneko and you have to punch him in the gut every time he's thinking something perverted. I mean, come on, the hatchling wasn't raping any woman across the street at all. Sure he's a pervert, but he's a pervert that still got sense of honor. Then you also always sit on his lap all the time. Of course he would pop a boner from the contact. There's a verb saying those who think others are thinking something perverted are the pervert themselves, because they thinking the perverted thing first. Kaneko, gone silent from the brutal truth. Boru turned to Issei and opened his shirt, looking for sign of abuse and concern. I see, is it true that she always hit you before in the gut every time? Why you don't tell us? Issei? Nod nervously, yeah, Oto-san. It's true, I don't want to tell you both because I don't want to worry you both. Miki hugged Issei together with her husband and turned to Kaneko furiously. From now on, you're not welcome in our house anymore. I won't accept those that hit our son just because they feel like it. With Kaneko frozen in shock after hearing that, Kuroka. Thinking it's your loss, Shiranaya. Great, Red, and you looking at Irina and sighing, I don't know what to say, it just pure disappointment for an angel. You're the one that more perverted than hatchling that was supposed to be a devil. Considering that you're saying that you want to having Hex with him to bear his baby like a bitch in heat with Irina got hit with several bitch in heat arrow. Azazel. Ouch, that was sick burn. Never thought Great Red had it in him. Great. Turned to Zenobia giving her pointed stare. Lastly, you sure you're not the perverted one instead? Considering that you always bring condom every time and searching the hatchling when he's alone just to have hex with the hatchling, just because you want bear a strong children, just because he's the red dragon emperor, it make you like a hoe or a bitch with Zenobia got hit with countless. Oh, and bitch arrows. Ollie whistle, damn that was savage. Ski the true thoughts, Slayer, Briselda, rubbing forehead from the headache. I don't know where I go wrong raising her. Great Red. If all of you are curious, it's because my domain of dream and illusion, the young hatchling, always daydream from the teasing and hexagonal innuendo. And don't you guys know that he always got blue-balled every time from the teasing? Not to mention, got no chance to relieve himself with all the mess that happens every time with the SE turn red from embarrassment from Great Red reveal. By the way, looking at Issei current harem, hope you 5 can at least help him relieve and release himself next time. If ever tease him, don't leave him hanging. It's not healthy during relationship making Issei and his harem blush. Skeeth. Anyways, let me give you this so you can know the past view without wasting time. Telepathically send information about the past viewing into Great Redhead. Great Red. Shaking head recovering from the sudden influx of information. Well, that was interesting to think that other hatchling reached that level and many changes just because he wasn't perverted. I'm curious whose their teacher is and never thought that there's a world that I would be helpless if I would suddenly go there. Now I'm curious whose the Jen Morin is. Let's start the viewing. I can't wait to see it. Give sideway glance to say thinking, don't worry hatchling, your daddy would be the best wingman for you. Skeeth. Shrugs and point the remote on the screen, screen open. Scene change Great Desert. As is all holy. Did that ship just sail across the desert? Odd, and those people in that world was ingenious. To be able to make ship capable traveling across the sand like that without magic is truly fascinating. Who knew why there's a gong on the ship? Tilt head. Skeeth. Snap fingers. That's right, nearly forgot you guys will need this. Give earplugs to everyone. Don't ask. You'll know what I mean. They say, alright, then never thought we're gonna came back here again. Vali Hemi 2, you guys ready for this? Greg, that's a stupid question. Of course, we're ready. Brown starts shaking. Albion, it's approaching, get ready guys. Skith, well, let me introduce you guys, the Elder Dragon, Jen Moore, and the Peak Mountain Dragon, Ajuka. Fascinating. So this is an Elder Dragon. So only that one is really big dragon. I can see that why they said that they nearly failed the quest before. Sirzech, I pick dealing with Hiruwaki then deal with that. Azazel, considering that we can't use magic to fight it at all, I agreed with your sentiment, Sirzech. Great Red Ham. That dragon more bigger than me, nice tusks me approve I say. Using binoculars, looking at the 2 broken spine cracks that the 4 of them destroyed during the last encounter, confirmed that this the one we fought last time seems like it has grown older. Can't believe that when we fought it last time, it was still a child. Greg, yeah? From the information we got, this one just reached adulthood. The elder dragons in this world was truly a mystery. Even I'm shocked when we found out that it just still a child back then, its growth spurt was fast. Ollie, I dread how big the older one looked like everyone got chills thinking about it. Seraphil, slowly point to the screen shaking, wow wait, did they just say that the one they fought back then was just a child, now it just reached adulthood? Skeeth, yep, that one just reached adulthood. With everyone else shivering thinking of what older one looks like, they say, start operating one ballista and start firing. I take this one first. Vali, oh man, you got the near one, whatever operating the another and start shooting at the tusks. Bold Drake and Albion take turns shooting using cannon. Vali, your guy, shooting like man without realizing that stones that Jen Moran just thrown out heading his way. They say I Vali watch out abandon the ballista and point at the sky where the stones heading to Vali. Vali noticed the stones. Oshai gets slammed by the stones, but Fxcast laughing watching other Vali fate, while Vali covering his face in embarrassment. Say man, I never thought I'm gonna see that slamming his knees from laughing too hard, as is all holy crap. This is gold rolling on the ground laughing hard. Albion, Fasipomog, that idiot. Whatever, take over the ballista Vali just used and start firing at the horn. But Vali's slowly getting up dizzy. Vali, I forgot it can do that. Gotta resupply first, go to ballista arrow supply area with Issei getting another batch. Greg. Alright. It's my turn, both him and Albion using ballista shooting at tusks. Goes to cannon supply. Take one cannon bomb preparing to shoot, but got bitten by stray Delex making him drop bomb. Oh fuck. Boom. Cast start laughing again with Vali being the loudest. Ali. Point to Issei laughing, take that hideous Shiva. Funny moment aside, that ship was really sturdy. Azazel. It's true, the blacksmith in that world was top tier, capable of making ship that can endure those hit. Issei. Slowly getting up covered in soot and start slash the Daleks that bit him into pieces. Buck you. Vali. Notice that Jen Morin's swimming closer to the ship, guys. It's getting closer. You guys don't forgot to bring it, right? Sirzech. Tilt-headed. Skeeth. Hide a laugh knowing what other Vali mean. Drake, of course, only fool forgot it. I say, hate to admit but drag, right? Albion, less talk, here's our chance. All four rushing and jump at the ledge and goes to our stones that jutting out of Jen Mor and back. I say, pickaxe time, hold out mega pickaxe and start hitting the stones, mining it with others following suit. The cast's jaw drops dumbfounded seeing what those four just do. Indra, did they seriously mining on that dragon back? Sauji. That's one of the most unusual thing I ever seen in my life. Greg. Mine in ore and admiring it. Oh, shiny, my precious. Albion, real or shiny? But both Drake and Albion goes into mining frenzy, finishing all the ores and other mining spots on Jen Mor and back. Say hey why, Ali oi, leave some for us too. With Dreg, Albion and also other dragons in the room was entranced after looking at the ores. Dreg and Albion counterparts just mined. Greg. I'm so jealous of my counterpart. Albion. Looking at his counterpart in envy. Me too, Dreg, me too. Both Issei and Vali looking at Dreg and Albion in disappointment. Issei, seriously, those two. Can't blame them. Those ores' uniqueness can trigger dragon treasure hoarding instinct. Vali, yeah, you're right. Sweat drops after looking at both Dreg and Albion jumping up and down like an idiot after got another precious ore. Cast chuckling seeing other dragon Albion acting like a kid. Say oh you too if you both done, let's go to the tusks now. Vali, we don't got enough time before it gonna shake you ass off. Dre goes shit, my bad goes to another tusks with Albion following with Issei and Vali on another tusks. Vali. Alright guys. Let's do this, all four setting up anti-dragon bomb on tusks. Issei 123 jump. All four jump from the tusks to the sand below with the bombs explodes cracking the tusks, making Jen Morin screaming in pain. Asia. Issei san, Sirzech Bavinia vi kun. But others worried seeing all four jump into the endless sand. Skeeth. Don't worry, they will be fine. With everyone else, let breath of release, seeing all four using the ropes on the back of the ship, slowly getting inside. As is all we that worried me. That was reckless stunt they just did. Bijuka? In thinking pose still, anyone notice something unusual about the bombs? Over I can feel it that those bombs was dangerous for us dragons. The Nan. You're right, son. If I'm right, one or two of those bombs can easily kill Dragon King level dragon. Saji, wait, what? Tiamat, I hate to admit I would die if not gravely injured if get hit with just 2 of those bombs. Albion, if my calculation is right, just 8 of those bombs could easily kill both me and Dreg when we're still alive. Greg. Hate to admit, but Albion, right? But others cast in shock hearing Tiamat words together with Dreg and Albion claim, Odin, sweating a bit, and it still can move even with got hit 8 of those bombs, so this is an elder dragon. Shiva. Their body really build different. I'm curious what other elder dragons looks like. But all 4 inside the shop camp taking off their helmet, putting out the sands that got inside. Aliurg. I really hate when sand got into our armor. Albion, who won't? Let's go. No time to waste. All 4 getting outside and noticed the Jen Moron wasn't in sight. Greg, looking around. Wait. Where did it go? Ground shaking, I say, looking at Jen Moron leaping over the ship. Well, I guess you got your answer covered, Greg, if my guess is right. It gonna ram the ship from the side. So who gonna hit the gong? Vali, oh, let me go near the trigger used to activate the hunting gong, holding the hammer to activate it on signal, with Drake and Albion using the ballista shooting at it after it emerged heading towards the ship with Issei using the cannon hitting in middle of its head. Vali right now. Albion, not yet, still firing from the ballista. Ali. Noticed that Jen Moran was 100 meter closer, was it now, Greg? Wait for it. Firing another salvo of ballista ammo together with Albion, exhausting both their ammo supply. Ali. Noticed that Jen Moran was 50 meter closer, is it now? Yasaka, pray worried, hoping they would be successful. Skeeth, get reminded of something. Oh, that's right. It's better if you guys use the earplugs I just gave you all, but Cass, trusting Skeeth words, decided to wear it, I say. Finished using all the cannon ammo and noticed it was just 10 meter to closer to the ship 9876. No WWW. Volley or you hit the trigger activating the hunting gong with a let out loud sound, stunning the Jen Moran. Hyricon. Iron. Iron, iron. 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 Rolling on the ground from the pain after hearing the loud sound. Yasaka gritting teeth in pain while desperately trying to cover Kuna's ears. Issei, Yasaka, Kuroka rushed to both of them, putting both of their head to his chest while rubbing their head to ease their pain, making them blush despite the pain. Azazel, covering his ear while stealthily give Issei thumbs up despite the headache smooth move. Boy, Issei now, guys. All four of them jump and throw all their mega barrel bomb at its face, making a tusks crack further. With Jan Moran getting angrier from the punishment, and start swipe its tusks from the side to four of them, while they're still in the air throwing them outside the ship. Essigarg, Ali Arg, Greg Ugger, Albion Gorg. The four of them trying to get back to the ship using the ropes despite the pain. Essie, rubbing his side where his other self got hit. Ugh, that looks painful. Vali, ugh, I nearly lost consciousness. Let's go, guys. But all of them get outside and notice it gonna use it whole body slamming down the ship. Sirzech, come on. Do something, Grego. No. You don't. Albion. Albion on it. Both of them goes to the ballista and shoot the binder restricting it. SAOYAHHDDRAIG. Put his shield upward, making a footing. Ali. Nice. Albion Cross has dual blades making a footing. DDRAIG and Albion OYAHH both jump from their respective footing with drag using true charge / cutting off right tusk, while Albion using zero sum discharge at left tusk, destroying it after the explosion. Issei DAMNN. That was awesome. We are the best team ever. DDRAIG, Greg. You're right, Issei. Ali. Grinning in excitement. That was baddest move there, Albion. Albion, my fighting spirit, rising looking at them. Both Drag and Albion slide back after the landing with Issei and Vali catch them. Issei, whoa, careful there. Vali, never thought you both gonna destroy both of the tusks. Greg, that took the lot of me looking at his shaking hands. Albion, slowly getting up with Vali help. That felt awesome though, breaking a tusks. But four of them noticed it gonna submerge. Ali, could it be? Hope I'm right. Let's go, guys. Let's do this together with other following Vali to front deck waiting at Dragonator trigger, with each of them holding hammer to activate the Dragonator. They say, alright guys. It gonna ram the ship head on. We gotta time it right. But Jan Moran emerge 100 meter from the ship approaching at the fast speed. Azazel, I really don't want that thing suddenly appear and charging at me like that, shivering with others nodding in agreement. I say Vol drag Albion. Noticed it was just 50 meter from the ship. No WWW. All four hit the trigger activating the Dragonator where it pierced Jen Moran right through its lower mouth, making a see-through hole. I say OYAHH. Vali, this is fire. Break, that feels awesome. Albion, this is life. Why? With Jan Moran, submerge and appears from the far side of the ship. Great red oof, that looks painful as book. I don't want to get hit with that, especially in the ass. Skeeth. holding out a laugh, remembering watching Monster Hunter World video when Anjanath got pierced with Dragonator right in the ass, killing it. Michael? Something wrong, Skeeth. Don't know? Skeeth. Wave off, Michael. Concern? Nothing at all. No worries, Issei. Notice that they're approaching the last bastion. Alright, guys. Let's do this, Ollie. Alright. I'm all fired up. Greg, my blood boiling from the excitement alone. Albion, grinning in excitement. I'm agreed with Drag. Let's beat it. All four do four-way fist bump. Scene change, Great Desert last bastion. Scene showing off Jan Moran in distance getting closer to the ship while all four rushing to it, drawing their weapons. Final battle, it seems. Or this is getting good. Go little brother. Either. Yah waving off flag with Go Vali Go written on it. Elder Go Vali showed that dragon your might. But Vali covering his face in embarrassment from his adopted family antics. I say, alright. I and Drag will go to other front leg to make it lose footing. Vali okay. Then me and Albion gonna got for the other legs. But this say and Drag. Drag is say spinning running. Say, understand Drag intention and jump in front of Drag on it. Greg here goes use the spinning as momentum, and use his great sword launching his say to its leg. Say. Her ye use a shield hitting it making it stagger, and use the impact from the shield bash, and jump to the sky making downward slash to its leg making more crack appear. Break my turn jump to the sky and do true charge slash to its leg breaking most of its skin showing its flesh, but both of them start slashing at the exposed flesh in meantime. Azazel whistle. Damn, that was cool combo. Can't wait to see Vali and Albion part. But Vali and Albion now Vali. Both him and Vali jump to the sky. Vali sorry. Grab Albion and throw him to its leg. Albion, here's another one, flies towards the leg and use zero-sum discharge and making it stagger from the explosion, showing lots of cracks. Ollie. Now or never activating feral demon mode and do downward spinning slash ending with demonic dance, destroying leg skin. Aiku? Grab Arthur shaking him. Did you see that? That was awesome. Arthur, turn blue from the shaking eye. Do please let go. All four noticed that Jen Moran getting closer to the ship trying to use Dusk Swipe to destroy the ship and retreat back to the ship, activating the hunting gong, making it roar in pain from the sound. The X-Cast let out breath of relief after managed to close their ear in advance. Greg. Here's another present shoot that binder together with Albion at it restricting its movement. Say. Burst through, Ollie. Here goes, Greg. Let's rev it up. Albion charge. All four goes to face and chest area dishing punishment after punishment with it head enough throwing them back at the ship from body tackle and letting out a roar. SANGGGHHKKK. Noticed it gonna use it full body to slam down the ship SHITT Dragonator. Bring the Dragonator. Start running off to the Dragonator trigger with everyone else and activate it piercing through its stomach. Proof of a hero start playing. All the man start letting out tear from the Shiera from the music. They say, the music, it's resonating with me. I feel like I can do anything. Ollie. Still letting out manly tears. Yeah, I can't put it in words where I could say that the music was truly inspiring. How cow I swear to be a better hero from now on. Razor, this is the manliest song Razor ever heard. Seraphil Gu is Sei-chan. Seraphil do it hi do. Sirzech, it's all or nothing now. Get serious. As is all right, you four, go for it. I say do it other me. It's now or never, Ollie, show that thing what you got other me. Greg, don't lose now other me. Albion, show that thing our power. I say I can feel it. Ollie, this is the decisive moment. Greg, for all of us. Albion, time to finish this. All four, yeah? All four goes to the down Jen Moran delivering blow after blows and deliver the finishing blow killing it. Ollie, oh YHH. I say we did it, do high five with everyone else. Greg, is this the feeling that Dragon Slayer and our world feel when they managed to kill a dragon back then? Albion. Probably it is still, there's one thing left to do, open eyes shining, looking at the Jen Moran corpse with everyone do the same. All four. Carving Timmy. Rushing to the corpse like man possessed. Odd and holy crap, fall of the seat trying to calm down his beating heart. Damn it, my heart nearly stopped from the shock. But others also getting up from the sudden jump scare. Azazel, it doesn't help that all 4 of them wearing that armor with the eyes glowing like that. Honestly, it's scary. Sirzech had given illusion that 4 Deviljho rushing trying to eating you trying to calm his beating heart. Ziaticus, oh shit. Now I can't stop. Imagine it shivering just by thinking about it. Scene change outside of Yakumo gates. With all 4 of them wearing their casual clothes trying to comfort their sad polacos. But the females feels heartache looking at sad polacos. I say. Come on, I say, cheer up. I also want to bring you to our world. But I don't want you to get into danger hugging his polacos trying to reassure him. I say, meow. I understand me, Esther. I'll be stronger, polacos, when you came back. Meow trying to show strong front, Issei. Ruffling Issei, head. Alright, buddy. Please take care with others. I say, I, Meister, give a salute. Vali, so? It's time. How well? I hope you become stronger, Vafar, when I came back. Wafer, give Vali a nod. You bet, Meister, me need to look after Hyakai. Despite his crybaby tendency when with his Issei, he's the strongest fighter out of all us till we meet again. Meister, do fists bump with Vali. Greg grinning, alright, Greg. You need to take care of yourself. Make me proud. Greg, of course, Meister, placing his paw on his heart. No worries, me and others decided to hunt Siniger next. Sirzech. Whistle. Damn. Those cat really a brave bunch, Reg, as expected of you. Show face of concern, but please take care of yourself, don't overdo it. Greg, you bet, Meister. Albion, well, I have written some stories for you to read. Albert gives several stacks of books to his polacos. Albert, smell the books, you're the best, Meister. Me glad meeting you. Do high five with Albion. Albion, chuckles seeing his polacos' antics, is saying, thank you for willing to look after our polacos. Ether said, he is wearing a canter armor without the helmet, looks older with scar over his left eye, rendering his left eye blind, and also doesn't have his long braid and has somber expression either. Gave small smile, it's okay, you 4 students of my friend was also my students, reminiscing the past when tutoring Issei, dragged Vali and Albion during their newbie days. Anyways, I hope you 4 will find him and send him my regards to find him. Issei gave either a nod, we will either, San. Yakumo, chief. Seems like you 4 going back home, give all 4 of the motherly hug, please take care of yourself. Vali, we will chief you also, take care of yourself. We wish we can go to your world of shame, only you 4 can go between our worlds, pouting. Saseo gave light chop on Kanaha head. Behave yourself. No need to make them feel guilty. Turned to 4 of them, giving them a bow. I'm sorry for my sister inconvenience, Greg. Sweat drops. It's okay. No harm done. Albion, we need to go back now. Sigh. Really wish that we can stay here longer. They say we will become stronger when we came back and discover what monster you hunt to make that armor either. Sand. Either. Very well, I'll wait when the day comes, gave small smirk. Vali, even I'm curious what monster you hunt to make that armor either. San. Greg, yep. I can feel pure might radiating from it. Albion, such a shame that we're not eligible enough to know about it yet. Issei. That's why we gonna try to get back here earlier, right, guys? Vali. You're right. Anyways, let do it, Issei. Issei on it. Both and Vali brought out blank talisman and tarot, making the same portal that bring them here appear. Greg, well, time to go. See you all again. Take care, wave to everyone and get inside the portal. I'll be until we meet again. Wave to others and get inside the portal. Vali, take care, then everyone, see y'all soon. Wave and get inside the portal, I say. We'll promise to came back earlier. See y'all, waving off to others and jump inside the portal. Neither. After done waving and stare at the sky, reminiscing the past, seems your student's grown up already, friend. Screen close, Skeeth. Before you guys ask what monster used to make the armor that the other guy used, I won't tell because of 2 things. 1. Spoilers. Second, I'm lazy to tell. The cast sweat drops. Hearing the reason, say so. Who's the guy that take care of our other selves, Palakos? Skeeth. You could say that their teacher befriended him during his stay on that world before meeting you four, and the guy used to travel between worlds. But because of unfortunate circumstances on the last world he came to, he decided to not travel between worlds anymore and decided to stay in that world for the rest of his life. Notice most people getting sleepy well, seeing that mostly everyone feel tired already. I gotta go now, see you. Great Red. Looking at Skeeth, retreating figure and turned to others as he always liked that. Ophis, yeah. But he's a good person munching the popcorn non-stop from popcorn bucket gifted by Skeeth with great red sweat drops looking at Ophis. At 13, back home and readjusting to normality and two guests. Flashback. Also, when cast scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud or their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also, disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar, Skith, hopping while doing one handstand heading home, who never thought that I managed to reach to this point writing this thick. Looking at readers, just a question for the readers, was my way of writing readable or not? Considering that coughing while blushing a bit, I always fail my essay test during my entire school year, seeing his home door and getting up, then walked inside. Well, let's see how others doing. Scene change. Gym inside the house. Skeeth found where's the others was and noticed that the not-so-innocent women hungrily looking at their loved one or those that they're interested while they're working out, as say harem and those that interested with him, letting out nose bleed watching sweat glistening across his abs while he's currently doing crunch exercise. But this AX harem in denial while trying not to looking at a say chiseled body. Grayfia. Gulping down saliva with her eyes darting back and forth watching her husband ass while he's doing barbell power squats. Lavinia. Unconsciously licking her lips looking at Vali while he's doing one handstand push-ups, pusha. Drooling watching Sarai are doing one-hand pull-ups, then Alana. Entrance looking at her husband ass when he's doing glute bridge workout, Razor peerage. Blushing red watching Razor doing barbell bench press and imagining they are the barbell instead. Skeeth. Sweat drops. Well, better do something for the guys before they gonna get gaped. I can feel the horny energy in the air and not gonna clean the liquid that came after that. Wear no horny gloves and give big claps releasing energy, making the hornies not feeling horny anymore. As is a low, Skeeth said when you came back. Skeeth. Just now noticed that Michael was covered in sweat from the exercise working hard. Michael? Michael? Wiping his sweat with a towel and drink some water. Yeah, honestly, I'm disappointed with my past self. I'm too reliant on my light energies. My physical strength was lacking. Feels a little down. Skeeth. Pat Michael, back. It's alright, what matters is that you take the first step right with the other guys nodding in agreement. Michael? Feel reassured hearing the encouragement from the others and bow to others. Thank you everyone. Skeeth. Well, you guys go freshen up first, then wait at the living room. I got somewhere to go, I'll be back after a while. Go out and teleport somewhere, they say. Notice that the girls are entranced looking at the guys. Oh, is there something wrong? All the girls are flustered after remembering what they do just now and immediately leaves the gym. Sirzech, that was weird, shrugs. Anyways, let's go, guys. Time to hit the hot spring first. First come, first served chow. Run straight to the hot spring, leaving others in dust. Say hey, why start running trying to catch up with the other guys following suit. Scene change. Living room. Bali, you know this is the first time that Skeeth sent go out after he came back from his business. Arthur? Adjusting his glass, probably something important. Azazel noticed that Tobio thought of something wrong. Tobio? Tobio adjust. Sounds of door opening. Skeeth, well, I'm back getting inside while carrying 5 sacks. They say, oh, what was that, Skeeth? Send while point at the sack that Skeeth just put on the floor. Skeeth, well, seemed that those 2 that kidnapped you guys with cast sweat drops forgot these 5. Decided to bring them there, opened the sack showing Suzaku, Himejima, Sei, Tuju, Kaki, Samajima, Natsu, Managawa, and Shigyu Nanadara. To be all guys worriedly go to his childhood friend crush, fiancé, and his team members, Lavinia, Suzaku-chan, everyone hurriedly go to her friend and the others. After the people that just brought here by Skeeth woke up and catching up with what just happened. Natsum, so we're watching non-perverted alternate version of a Pay Dragon Kun with Issei and Drake got hit with emotional damage arrow from the reminder Shurgun, after he wished it because, say, his former harem deemed him to perverted. Okay. That messed up. Sure. He's perverted with his say, got hit with perverted arrows, but from my observation, his former harem action doesn't help at all, considering that they seduce him all the time. Pretty sure that they're more perverted than him, but this AX harem feels insulted hearing the comments. Bulls Suzaku giving Akino's stern look making her nervous. Suzaku, I don't know what to say, Akino. He treats you so well. Start giving other ex-harem members stern look. He cherish all of you happiness more than his own, willing to shield all of you from harm. But just because one of his flaw, you all chose to deem him not worthy for your own selfishness. Why? That he can accept all of you flaw, while you all can't accept his own. Rubbing forehead from the headache, letting out a sigh, what I could say, Shuri-san would totally be disappointed with you. Ikena turned and leaves, while Okiono frozen in shock from what she just heard. Iraquiel. Thinking while shaking head, I hope this will help my daughter sort her thoughts and willing to accept that every action has consequences. It's your lost daughter, but Suzaku go to Issei giving him sisterly hug, making him embarrassed from sudden contact while his harem try not to feel jealous. Suzaku, I'm really sorry that my cousin action making you suffer this pain. Letting go and give him a bow as head of Himajima clan. I'm really sorry for my cousin action towards you. I say oh, it's alright. Please raise your head. No need to bow yourself to me. Scratch cheek embarrassed besides, from others and Skeetha's san advice, I has learned to move on, don't let myself be chained from the past. With his ex-harem feels ache in their heart, hearing Issei words, Suzaku, I see. Give him kind smile and turn to Skeeth giving him a bow. Thank you for helping Issei-san. Skeeth shrugs. It's alright, true brothers. Always help fellow brothers, right guys? But every men that hear it nod their head in agreement, Skeeth. Anyways, I'm gonna send you 5 memories from the past viewing. Don't worry, it won't be painful. Send information from past viewing to all 5 of them. Shurgun, woe to think that both the Heavenly Dragons was released. I never thought such thing was possible. Aoki damn, I would love to go to that world they go to. It's rocks. Natsum, slap Koki at back of the head. Stop dreaming you would be slaughtered in an instant you go there. Aoki ouch. What was that for bird brain? Natsum, would you call me? Both butting heads with sparks between their eyes while Shurgun desperately tried to separate them. Tobio? Sweat drops still same say, holding one of Tobio hands still, I'm glad that I can spend more time with you lovingly looking at Tobio, making him blush. Suzaku? Holding Tobio another arm, giving him loving smile. Yummy too, Toby come, Skeeth. Anyways, I think it's time to start. Next viewing point, the remote to screen. Screen open. Scene change, hideout house, living room. Reiner? Looking at Asia, praying for Issei, Vali, Drag and Albion's safety. Don't worry Asia-chan, they're tough people, we need to believe in them. Giving her kind smile. Asia finished her prayer, I know, but I can't help but worry for them. Pal Werner, hug her trying to comfort her. Now let those depressing thoughts go. Middle, yep, call her right? Worrying for them won't change anything, all we need to do just now is to wait for them, don't seek? Fondly looking those 4 interactions and turn to Razor Seryerg, Kushia and Ubelina. Still thank you for also willing to wait for their return with us. Seryerg. What other me doing there, Kushia? I'm also wondering why. Do balloon and never thought that I'm also there? Razor? Razor think maybe that they also waiting for them, sounds legit. Shrugs. Razor of course Razor would be here, Razor friend gonna be back from that world. Razor would love to hear all the stories they gonna tell seem that they gonna resume doing high rank mission. Sererg, agreed. Since both of us only managed to reach the end of HR1, Shame we ran out of time before we need to go back home with both him and Razor letting out a sigh. Razor, yeah, trying to restart from scratch was an eye-opening, glad to say, brought us both there to think that even lower-ranked quests pose such danger. Ravel, Ani-sama could tell us about the world both you and Sarah Erg-sama go before. Fushimi-2-sama, I'm also curious, but others look interested. Sama, I can't explain much since both of us didn't manage to reach higher in rank. Razor nodding, yeah, that world has special properties that make anyone that go there unable to use magic, supernatural abilities, sacred gear, and the visitor would only able use their own physical strength and natural abilities. Oh, nearly forgot that one day here was equivalent to 1 month there. Middled? Wait, what? Alwern or no wonder Vali said they got lot of time, Sirzech. Not to mention from what Issei tell us the monster that live there can only be injured in that world. Sighing we learn it the hard way. Both of us nearly died many times. Razor, yeah, Razor got many too close encounters, I twitching, especially when fought that bird. Razor never thought Razor gonna meet something that was so annoying in Razor life, covering his face in exasperation. I hate that bird. Always called the freaking bull drum of all things, shivering from the reminder. Razor. Give hollow eyes, Razor. Always get hit with that blasted thing, remembering when the bull drum that was summoned would always charge and hit him, especially when you're a cliff. Sirzech. Give hollow eyes worse when the bull drum called the bullfangos. Sun Wukong. Bull drum, Iku. Bullfangos. Skeeth, yep, you don't want that thing charging at you, they're one of the most bloodthirstiest monster in that world. Let me show the picture. Sirzech, ouch, I can understand why both Razor and Sirzech give that reaction. Azazel, rubbing his back must be painful. Getting hit with that thing, especially right from the tusk. Both Razor and Sirzech give hollow eyes, remembering beating they got the time when the Kurapiko they was hunting summoned 2 Buldrum in Area 2 in Misty Peaks, where it was filled with the bullfangos. Many flashbacks start. Sirzech herpes got thrown like a pinball, getting hit by bullfangos charge from all directions with ending get hit from the back and falls to the cliff below. Razor. Sirzech literally become dodgeball, got thrown like a ragdoll with the bulldrums as the player, and also got thrown to cliff below like Sirzech. But the 2 bulldrums and the entire herd of bullfangos jumped from the cliff heading to where Sirzech and Razor has fallen, intending to finish the deed. Many flashback end. In case anyone curious, Razor was wearing Great Raggy series, while Sirzech using Great Jaggy series and both using sword and shield as weapon. But both Razor and Sirzech turned pale white seeing their other self one-sided beat down, while other X cast jaw drops seeing the bulldrums and bullfangos' brutality. I say, sweating, I take dealing with stray devils rather than deal with those things, Odin. Slowly turned to Skeeth while sweating. Are you sure those things was encountered at low-rank mission? Skeeth. Give mysterious smile. Yep, they are. Oh, did I forgot to mention that the one you can find on higher rank was more bloodthirsty than the one you guys just see? Yudo. Nervous smile. You're kidding, right, Skeeth-san? Skeeth. Give a smirk while thinking, and the monster encountered on high rank gained new moves too, but every X-cast felt chills in their spine, hoping not to encounter bull drums and bullfangos in their life, especially in dark alleyway. Razor. Razor never got such humiliation in Razor life before, muttering, Sirzech, no wonder, Issei said, when in that world's crude dignity and status, if want to live, we barely managed to escape. Muttering, Ravel. Give nervous chuckle seeing both Razor and Sirzech reaction. Judging from my brother and Sirzech-sama reaction, no wonder Issei-sama don't want to bring us there. Kusha. Put finger on chin, thinking if I remember right, they go to those place around 2 years ago, and back then, both Sirzech-sama and Razor-sama was peak high-class devil. Don't assume, no wonder as a sensei that seems like we need to step up our training, while Rainer, Kelleriner, and Middle nodding in agreement. Asia. Still thank you, Yubeluna-san, Kusha-san, for teaching me using magic. Give them a bow, Yubeluna. Chuckle. It's alright, Asia-chan, still I'm shocked that you wanted to learn attack and defensive spells from us, Kusha. Considering that you are none and you are kind person, Asia. Shake head, I know, but since meeting Issei-san, I learned that sometimes we need to learn to defend ourselves and hurting others even if I don't want to and I don't want to be protected all the time. Give determined face. Rainer. Give Asia a hug and nuzzle her cheek against Asia, making her blush all a little. Asia already grown up. Asia, give you Bauna and Kusha a bow. Thank you for helping my other self getting stronger. Kusha, it's alright, Asia-chan. If you need lesson in magic, you can call me anytime, Bubelina. Give a chuckle if need help learning magic theory. You can also ask me anytime. Or up on Issei, we're home, Asia. Issei sent getting up and running to Issei, giving him a hug with Ravel, Rainer, Middleton, Calawarner following suit. Ollie home, sweet home, stretching house everyone. Bragum, seems like you five gotten stronger in this 2 weeks with Asia. Rainer, Middleton, Calawarner, and don't a seat feels proud. Get compliment from the heavenly dragon of all people. Albion. Judging from what you tell me before Drake, now the nun was around mid-level middle-class devil at least in strength and power, while those four was easily as strong as high-class devil, Issei. Give a smirk. Seems like all of you abuse using the diorama right, with every one of them rubbing back of head in embarrassment. Sergey. Rubbing head embarrassed. He don't mind me also using the diorama too together with my peerage for training. Razor. Also rubbing head embarrassed here. Razor. Hope you don't mind that, Razor. Also bring Razor peerage for training and Razor family for vacation inside there, they say. Shaking head in amusement. I don't mind vacation inside there, they say. Shaking head in amusement. I don't mind, you both are my friend, and seems like you both finally reached peak ultimate class devil level in power. The wonder of training, let out content. Sigh. Vali, I call that diorama hacks, you know hacks. Dreg, well, at least it wasn't hyperbolic time chamber. Albion, shrugging, pretty sure every faction would covet that place if it exists here. That place was real hacks. Anyways, I'm gonna get back inside. I'm gonna take a nap. Drag, yep. I'm also gonna get inside, yawning. Both Drag and Albion get back inside and Vali and sound of snore getting heard across the house, making everyone sweat drops. Vali lazy ass dragons. Odd and well, they wasn't wrong though about the diorama. Sirzech, that diorama was hacks. Azazel, seeing that 1 hour outside was same as a day inside means 1 day outside equivalent to 24 day, and multiply them to 14, they got 336 days amount of training. But if they only used 13 days and 1 last day outside to wait for their return, it would be 312 days. Puffed chest, feeling proud after the calculation. Shem is a nerds. But Azazel feels depressed with rain of cloud above him while making circle on the ground from the insult, while everyone else sweat drops from their antics. They say, give proud smile to Asia, Reiner, Callowin, or Middleton. Don't desesh, I'm proud of you all. Seems like you four already got 3 pair of wings. Already noticed the 4 fallen shows their wing. Well, we'll get back to train tomorrow. I'll show you guys more technique to learn. Razor. Nodding from Razor estimation, each one of those 4 can easily wipe the floor of Razor former fiancé entire peerage just by using Rokia Shiki alone. Seriurg. Shaking head in disappointment. Seems like my cousin don't get the message from your raiding battle against her Razor. She doesn't ever bother to train at all after your beat down against them. Razor. Rubbing forehead from headache. You're right. Seems like she only trained when there would be a battle. Even Ravel can single-handedly defeat Rias and her peerage alone, at least Sona, and her peerage was more hardworking than them training. Ollie. Give blank stare, you're kidding, right? I get that having power of destruction would make anyone powerful, but that doesn't make an excuse to being lazy, and without training, anyone can kill them if get caught off guard. Issei shrugs. She's probably spoiled thinking that having power of destruction is enough. There's limit how far people can go just depending on power alone, and at least her brother was hardworking person training his power that I can respect. Ollie. Seems like Citriaros was more hardworking person that her I can respect that, I say. Nod head in agreement, I agree with you, I can respect her drive to become stronger. But Sona feels proud and happy from compliment, while Rias got hit with countless spoiled and lazy arrows. Rias turned to Sirzech and asked him was I'm too lazy and spoiled from having power of destruction. Sirzech, let out a sigh as much this pained me to say this. Yes, Rias, you are making Rias shocked hearing that from her own brother. Ali, anyways, let's go eat. I'm getting hungry. We'll continue after lunch. I'm gonna take a bath first. Go to bathroom. I say, well, you're right, let's go. Been a while since I'm back to my kitchen. Go to his kitchen. With everyone, go to the kitchen after I say done cooking and eat hearty lunch. Several days later, scene change. Hi to Hao's kitchen. Asia. Dumbfounded watching Issei action. I'm Issei-san. Brain, or is there something wrong? Worriedly looking at Issei. Ravel. Came into kitchen and stopped in tracks after watching what Issei currently doing. What's wrong with Issei-sama? Issei. Entrance while currently pouring cooking oil over his kitchen knife and slowly brought the oil bottle to his mouth to drink it. Issei-sen, Issei-kun, Issei-sama. Issei. Snapped out of it and start looking around. What just happened? Issei. What's wrong with other me? Dumbfounded. Vali. Laughing his ass off watching. What just happened? Did other you gone crazy? Hi, I do. But others chuckle seeing what just happened. Skeeth, I won't be sure if you want to laugh. Vali with Vali. Stop laughing after hear what Skeeth just say. Scene change. Vali and Albion room morning. Greg. Creeping to beside Albion bed hiding his presence while noting Albion still sleeping. Such peaceful sleeping face. Such a shame if it would be disturbed. Start giving evil smile. Greg. Oh, this I gotta see waiting on anticipation. Albion. Don't you dare, Greg. Greg, make me bitch. Albion, what you call me? With other sweat drops hearing drag and Albion banters. Skeeth, taking a page from your other self, how Greg smirks. Greg, go to Vali bed and take body pillow, then harden it using magic and go beside Albion, preparing. Use it to wake Albion up and start getting into trance. Azazel. Seems like Greg shows same symptom like Issei too. Greg, taking several step back using charge slash and missed the slash. Albion, you missed. Skeeth. Whistling mysteriously. You sure you want to say that, Albion? Well, Albion start dreading what gonna happen next. Greg brought the body pillow back preparing true charged slash and woke up from the trance during mid slash and tripped with the body pillow heading to Albion crotch in slow motion. Oh boy. Scene showing sky above hairdo house with sounds of Albion screaming in pain, with everyone start laughing out loud with Drake being the loudest. Drake, this is priceless. Such beautiful scene I ever seen in my life. Ollie. Desperately trying to not laughing from the scene. Albion. Frozen in shock after seeing from what his other self just suffered. Skeeth. Let out a chuckle. Well, I guess it's time for Albion turn with drag instantly. Stop laughing while Albion start letting out malicious chuckle. Several days later after true charge slash incident, scene change Issei and drag room midnight. Albion sneakily get inside the room noticing drag still asleep unaware of impending doom, and start giving malicious smile. But every cast flinch from the fright seeing other Albion expression. Great red damn, he's really pissed off, how cow. Who wouldn't after getting painful wake up call like that? With Albion still letting out malicious chuckle and Drake praying for his other self's safety. Albion making a spell changing Drake pajamas into Barney costume, and conjure big fake egg and put it just beside Drake bottom and go to other side of the room and start recording cuckoo cuckoo. Let me show you what master photoshopper can do, bitch cuckoo cuckoo. Sirzech will guess his experience following Vali, and do recording video for him finally come in handy. Albion. Adjust the video he took making like Drake just lay an egg and click his tongue feeling it wasn't enough and brought out a detonator. Sirzech, wait why other Albion brought out C4 detonator of all things. Albion, make a barrier surrounding Drake bed and one more surrounding the egg and Drake bed area, then take another video while slowly pressing the trigger while the screen X-ray in slow motion zooming inside the egg showing the inside of it was countless amount of magically enhanced C4 bomb. Albion, yes. Why yes. Scene showing sky above hide a house with explosion sounds going off followed with Drake painful scream on the background, but most cast laughing out loud from scene and some of them jaw drops from the brutality. Shiva, that is the most painful destruction I ever seen in my life. Next morning, with Albion check on the YouTube, seen that the video he just posted got over 10 million views. Albion, oh yes. Life is good. Another day later, scene change near random warehouse. Scene showing several countless Yakuza desperately trying to get away from something. Yakuza RGH help running away while covered with bruises. Yakuza B got hit with something and falls into a barrel unconscious. Yakuza C. Anyone save me from this lunatic turn trying to run but get his ass pierced with Nokia phone. Cast flinch from phantom pain seeing what just transpired. Yakuza boss, did I piss off any phone deity from my past life or something? Passed out from fright while foaming from mouth. Al Kawas. Vali proceeds beating other unfortunate Yakuza while dual-wielding sword made of Nokia phone and wearing full armor made of Nokia phone, I say. Instantly laughing his ass off when see what other Vali was wearing. What other you just wear Vali Azazel. Rolling on the ground laughing, holy shit, that was the most awesome armor I ever seen in my life. Or shed a tear of awe from seeing the armor. I want armor like that too. But Vali frozen in shock seeing his other self shenanigans. Several days later, scene change hideout house living room, Issei. Give pointed stare at Vali after watching news about maniac wearing armor made of Nokia phone beating Yakuza group with weapon made of Nokia phone. Ali. Whistling innocently is something wrong, Issei. Make innocent face, Issei. Fasapamerg. I don't know what possessed you to do that, Ali. While still making innocent face, do what? They say you know what? I give up rubbing forehead from the headache. But other tenant in the house, Whip drops watching Vali antics. Greg starts sniffing after smells something familiar getting inside the town. Albion, well, also do the same like Drag. Greg. Okay. What make other me do that, Albion even? I'm puzzled. I say. What's wrong, Drag? Vali, did something happen? Greg. Nothing. Just that someone with peculiar smell just get inside the town. Albion, yeah. We know the smell is but forgot what it called. How about you start smelling it too, Vali, considering that you also learned this technique. Vali. Start sniffing him, you're right. The word was just tip of my tongue. But what was it? Issei. Sweat drops. I'm still curious what the name of the technique you three learned and it uses. Anyways, I'm gonna sleep earlier. Got lot of work tomorrow. Go to his room yawning. But Vali, Drake and Albion continue sniffing the smell trying to pinpoint at location, and in whom I wonder what technique that they learn that make them start smelling around like that. Great Red. Honestly, I'm also curious. Turn to Skeeth trying to ask. Skeeth chuckles. I won't spoil, but this technique only male can learn. And you could say that this is a technique that every male wish to know thinking, considering that I accidentally teach them that technique, could say that those three was really lucky, managed to comprehend that technique, albeit not fully mastered, but everyone else puzzled and curious about the technique. Ajuka, why I feel that this technique is a must learn for us men. Sirzech, you got the feeling too, Ajuka. Michael, even I feel the same. Scene change to be classroom, I say. Hearing Drake start sniffing again. Dude, can't you stop the sniffing? Honestly, it is annoying though. I can't concentrate teaching my class. Drake. Sorry, I can't help it. But currently, the smell was at the front of school gate right in front of the Citri heiress and her queen. Sona, could it be when me and Tsubaki meet Zenovia and Irina? Tsubaki, did he meant of the Excalibur fragment? Skeeth. Hide a laugh and shake head from Tsubaki questions. No, it wasn't that. I say, could it be the two exorcists that came to our town? Was the smell you mentioned from the holy sword they carry? Greg, no. It wasn't that. I think I remember what smell it was, but need to see it face to confirm it. And speaking of the two exorcists, no need to worry. Just an inexperienced one that doesn't know the world yet, and the smell came from one of them. But both Irina and Zenovia got hit with countless inexperienced and smelly arrows. As is a louch, I can feel the burn from here. Sirzech saying, I hope other me doesn't get insults too. Great Red, sneakily hiding notebook after writing on a dam, this universe was gold mine. Glad I get brought here. Lots of cool line to learn. Verselda, as much I hate to admit it, other drags and is right. Both of them was too inexperienced rubbing forehead from the headache, and again, both Irina and Zenobia got hit with another salvo of inexperienced arrows. I say if you say so. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with my class. Tell me if you found something else. Dreg? Sure. I'm gonna take a nap. My ass still hurts from back then. I say, sweat drops after hearing sounds of snoring. You're the one that asked for it. Scene change outside of Haida House. They say, well, finally back home. Notice the two exorcist energy he sensed before was inside the house and was in front of Rainer talking him. Wonder what an exorcist doing here? Seems like Vali and Albion wasn't home. Open the door and getting inside, I say. Sweat drops. Well, other me was too laid back though. Greg. Well, he wasn't worried because the others inside the house can easily kill them if they do anything stupid, considering that each of those four Fallen and Little Phoenix was easily stronger than Gremory Eris back then, and the nun can easily fought with those two ending in stalemate. Both Asia and Ravel beaming in happiness hearing Drake praise, with Irina and Zenobia praying, hoping their other self won't do anything stupid. They say, I'm home. Get inside the living room and notice that two exorcists, Irina and Zenobia, was talking with Rainer and Ravel. Did we have a guest? But Irina gasped after seeing Issei in long time since their childhood, while Zenobia raised an eyebrow seeing who just came. Greg decided to sniff the smell that came from Zenobia and widen eyes in shock after realizing what smell it was and thought this smell could it be. Screamed close, skeethed. Yawning and turned to others. Well, how's everyone? Any thoughts or questions? Suzaku, if I may ask, why all four of them doing that? Especially Issei-san and Drake-san, what make them gone into trance? Rossweisse, I was also gonna ask that, but you're right. Why Ski-san? Skeeth let out small chuckle. Well, you could say that was small side effect after going to that world. If you guys noticed when they're in a trance or some behavior, it's related to their weapon preference, or hunting behavior. Biscuit, pardon me for asking more. Do you mind explaining more? I'm sure most of us still don't understand, with most cast nodding. Skiv, it's alright for other Issei skates. It's about his weapon, sword, and shield. There's a technique that puts some kind of special oil to the sword to give extra properties. While other Drage's great sword user has tendency to use wake charge slash against sleeping monster. While other Albion he has tendency to set up bombs against sleeping or trapped monster. And other Vali, you could he's the type that kills small monster that was in the area. They're hunting the target monster first. Expect that every time they come back from that world, there would be weird behavior. They gonna show, so in nutshell, just treat it like harmless PTSD. Boast Cass, sweat drops thinking harmless, he say. Ajuka, I see, no wonder they act like that. Both Milikas and Kunu yawning and rubbing their eyes, and Lilith and Ophis already sleep using a salop as pillow. Skeeth, well, seems everyone tired already. Take care then. I'll be back later. By the way, you five can find room with your name on an open door, and leaves. Say, well, that was quite enjoyable show. Suzaku, that was an interesting experience. I'd better take this opportunity to rest against clan leader responsibility during my time here stretching out. But everyone goes to their respective room for rest and sleep after long day of watching. Meanwhile, for Zenobia was, I'm that smelly though, start sniffing herself and smell nothing wrong, but decided to go to her room and take long bath just to be sure. At 14, acting and sending two exorcists to jail. Flashback. Also, when X cast seeing scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also, disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar orc Skeeth. Walking silently heading home, well, then seems like Issei getting his spirits back to before. Sometimes I wonder why many people hate him. Sure, he's pervert, but he doesn't deserve all that treatment. Shaking head remembering countless fanficure. Edward the OC or any character that come to DXD verse stole a position and making him as villain or humiliate him just because they dislike his perverted attitude. See his house and distance, and sit a chair he just conjured. Continue thinking, Skeeth. Thinking, well, not like I'm innocent back, then I also enjoy see it before. But looking back, that was childish of me hating him just because of his perverted attitude when there's a lot of more despicable person to dislike instead of Issei. Anyways, enough thinking, let's see how others doing. Getting up and go inside the house. Noticed that everyone was chatting against each other, while noticed that both Zenovia and Irina desperately praying that their other self won't get treatment from his say. Skeeth, Sweatthrops thinking well sorry that it was useless to pray back. Then both of you has no tact and offensive with your words, so expect the worst. But both Irina and Zenovia got sudden chills in their spines despite their prayers. Asko? Noticed that Skeeth just came back and waved to him. Moose, Keith saying you're back. How are you, Skeeth? Good. How's everyone? What are you guys chatting about? Michael? Well, actually, we're a bit curious how other Issei and Vali will deal with Kakabil and the stolen Excalibur matter. Briselda? Rubbing forehead from incoming headache. Honestly, I'm hoping that those two won't do anything stupid like offending Issei, instantly make Faye cough, hiding her blunder, blushing a bit. Issei-san and Vali-san their Roy gun. For some reason, I feel that the two of them point to Irina and Zenobia using her thumb will end up offending Issei-kun. They turn to Issei and wave at him, giving kind and hishy smile, making him blush a bit. But this Issei harem felt little jealous seeing that, but tried to hold the jealousy down after remembering Yasaka's suggestions. Ali? Shrugs. Well, from what I remember from my first time meeting them, they was kinda offensive with their words, and seeing that other me not associated with Grigori, I wonder how point using his thumb to Gremory and Citri Peerage, they gonna deal with Kokabil, seeing that I'm not gonna get sent by old man they're using thumb point to Azazel to save the day, I say. Letting out a sigh as much I hate to admit, thanks Vali for saving us back then. Even I'm curious, seeing that other me are not in Rias' peerage, who gonna help Kiba with his revenge. Rias thinking why he called me by my name but why it hurts. Budo. Seeing that other say not gonna help me, could I probably do it alone with my revenge? Skeeth. Shrugs. Well, no use pondering it. Let's watch it. Point the remote to screen and turn to reader's warning. To my fellow readers, this chapter is probably a bashing one if you all thought so. Sorry. To Irina and Zenovia fans, screen open. Scene change. Hide you house living room. Irina. Issei-kun getting up happy after seeing her childhood friend after long time. A certain song start playing. Issei. Tilt head looking at Irina confused. Who are you? Anyway, do you two mind waiting for a while? I gotta go to toilet first. We'll be back after a while. By the way, turn to his house tenant Ravel. Asia. Do you three mind making some snacks and drinks for our guests? Goes to kitchen. Sure. I don't mind. Follow Ravel and Asia to the kitchen. Well, I'll be back. Turn and leads to the bathroom toilet. 34. The man always have their priorities straight with Irina frozen in shock from got ignored just like that. Song ends playing. Azazel, damn. She got ignored just like that. Vali. He got his priorities straight. What is Sigma? With every guy looking at Sigma rule on the screen and take it to the heart. Scene change bathroom. But this Say currently was washing his face and Drag leaning on his back at the wall of the bathroom. Greg, so how's you gonna deal with those two? They Say finished washing his face and turned to Drag. Well, I already got my plan covered unless they offend me. They're okay in my book. Start. Tell Drake his other plan in case the first one fail. Drake, I see. Well, I gotta go find Vali and Albion first to prepare for the plan. By the way, be careful with the blue-haired girl. She's bad news from what I found out. Don't hold back against her. You'll understand what I mean if my hunch is right. Put his fingers and use instant transmission teleport to Vali and Albion current location. But Zenovia puzzled why other Drake call her bad news. Sirzech, my guess, probably because from what technique used by Drake-san after he discovered about the smell that came from Zenovia. Issei, tilt head puzzled about Dreg words. Well, that kinda weird. What do Dreg mean by that? Whatever, probably not important. I'll think about it later. Gut or relay both of the plan to others first. Start using sound transmission technique. Asia, Ravel, Rainer, Callowin or Middle Donasik. But everyone that got called stumble a bit after hearing Issei voice in their head. Issei, sorry if this is sudden and scaring you all, but I have a plan on how to deal with those two. Start describing his plan to others. Saji, what? How did Issei talk with them without using magic? There's no magic circle forming. Odd, and the young devil is right. I can't found any trace of magic at all. It's Keith to be brief. It is sounds transmission technique both Issei Vali. Drake and Albion learned it from Issei and Vali teacher back then. It's a technique that sends thought sounds from your mind to others. So in a nutshell, just think of it as telepathy. I'm lazy to describe more. With everyone else sweat drops hearing the reason. After several while, scene change hide you house living room. But Asia Ravel and Don't See came back already from the kitchen bringing out some food and drinks. Zenobia, Irina. What's wrong? Irina. Oh, it's nothing, it's just that Issei-kun. Don't remember me, let out a sigh. Reiner. Oh, do you know Issei-kun? Irina. Brighten up. Yeah, he's my childhood friend, we always stick together playing before, but I have to leave suddenly following my parents' job. By the way, who are you three? Reiner. Well, us three sisters and came to Cool looking for works to make a living. I know those three parents before and promised to look after them after their passing, so I've been looking after them all these time. Middled we came from same orphanage, so it's hard to find place that would accept us because of our background. Alwiner, and coincidentally Ray made Issei-kun, and he agreed to accept us as maids and butler to look over his house when he's working. Arena. Working. Wasn't Issei-kun still a student? Tilt head after seeing Rainer, Cal Warner and Middle chuckles. Ravel. Actually, Issei-sama was working at Core Academy as teacher there. He finished his university earlier. Irina. Wide-eyed in shock hearing the information. Issei-kun is incredible. I never thought that he finished university already. Zenobia still start looking around the house. Where is Mr. and Mrs. Haidu? Irina, yeah, you're right. Where are they? I haven't seen them. They should be here. Turn to Rainer, Calawarner and Middled. Bravo. About them? Middled? From what Issei-san tell us before, both of them died during car accident. Irina, what? Start putting her hand to her mouth shocked from hearing the news of Haida couple passing since when, but this felt a little down after remembering his other self-parent death, and both Guru and Mickey hug him trying to comfort their son. Asia. From what Issei-san told us before. It happens when he's 9-year-old. Well, I don't remember what age did Irina leave following her parents, but just treated, she leaves when she's just 6-year-old. Irina, just 3 year after I left how he's faring did he get brought to any orphanage? Hal Werner. Shake head. No. He isn't, he said that his teacher became his guardian. Middle of the truth is even us still curious who his teacher is. Issei-kun haven't tell us much about him. Great Red. Even I'm curious seeing that their teacher came from different universe. Zenobia. So where is his guardian? Brainer. Put her finger on her chin thinking from what Issei-kun tell us he gone missing when he's 14? Dantasik. It's really unfortunate. Looking back, Issei-san always get happier when talking about his teacher. Irina, I see. I pray Issei-kun will found his guardian, but came out wearing farmer clothes and a hat hanging over his back. I say okay. Why other me wearing that kind of attire? Puzzled. Elder, but it also looks good on you, giving him thumbs up. Why it looks familiar. Thinking of something, Issei. Getting to his seat, so who are you two looking at? Irina, you said you know me? Irina. Pouting and start pointing to herself, Maui Issei. Kun, it's me Irina. Irina Shidu, your childhood friend. Don't you remember back? Then we always play together, make cute pui. Say, Irina Shidu realizing who the one in front of him was. Wait. Wasn't you a boy getting up from his seat? Dramatically, oh my god. I know that back then. You sometimes you act like a girl cover his mouth with his hand while letting out fake tear. But to think that you getting a surgery to become woman, oh my god. I pity Mr. and Mrs. Shidu, but Irina frozen in shock after hearing that Issei thought of her having surgery for gender change from men to women. Meanwhile, every hairdo house tenant holding back laugh after hearing what Issei just said. Meanwhile, with immature ex-cast laughing non-stop after hearing that other thought that getting a surgery for gender change. Azazel, rolling on the ground laughing holy shit, that's the biggest misunderstanding of the century. Sirzech, tapping his knees from laughing too hard, damn this funny as hell. Serafal, wheezing from laughingly. I can't stop replaying the scene in my head. Ali, holding his sides laughing holy shit, this hairdo was brutal. Irina mu oasi-kun, I'm always a girl. Sure, I dressed up like a boy before, but I'm still a girl. I see. My apologies, sorry for that coughing. Still, what bring you back to Ko after all this time? Denovia, me and Irina came back here on business, eyeing Ravel, and Asia never thought that a devil and a witch would be on same place. I say. Raise an eyebrow, devil and witch. What do you mean just now? Who's the devil and witch? Zenovia, I mean, both of them rudely point to Ravel and Asia. Ravel. Get small tick marks from the rude gesture and thought, come on, keep your cool Ravel, need to keep the act going, Issei. Sending his thoughts to others to start the act. Alright, everyone, let's start the act to fool both of them. Everyone? Alright, Asia. Point to herself, me. A witch. Rainer, dramatically hugging Asia and glare at Zenovia. Why you call her a witch? She's such a sweet girl. Zenovia. She's a witch that God excommunicated for healing a devil. Her name is Asia Argento. Am I right? Irina. Oh, you're right, Zenovia. She looks the same from the report. Heard she's been banished because she can heal fallen angel and devil. Zenovia, if you still believe in God, let us execute you down by our hand in the name of God. Surely God willing to give a hand of forgiveness to a sinner like you. Point covered Excalibur destruction to Asia face. Middled, give her pointed look. Are you serious? Ulwerner. She's probably on drugs or delusional. Shake head in disappointment, but Zenovia got hit with on drugs and delusional arrows. Don't seek shit. I'm gonna make a call first. We got two crazy chunabai on the loose. Leave the room in a hurry. Ravel aka turned to Arenas. People from the church like this, sure. I'm cute, but no need to call me a devil. Give it son your pout. I say, well, Ravel is cute for sure, nodding. Well, Ravel stuttered after stealthily waving Isaac's Ravel flag in the background together with entire Phoenix family. Fake rubbing forehead from the headache. Wait, why you call Ravel a devil? Got any reason? Nero has eyes at both Irina and Zenovia, but both of them got a chills in their spines seeing Issei narrowed eyes. Irina put her pointy finger together sweatingly well. She got dark blue eyes and blonde hair that associated with Phoenix Clan of 72. House of Demons, only Phoenix Clan has those eyes and hair color. Sounds of several face spam and room. Griselda, that is the most lousiest excuse I ever heard in my entire life. Turned to Irina giving her a smile. I hope you're prepared for re-education. With Irina shivering of fright remembering Griselda teaching, I say. Facepalm and slowly dragging his hand down from his face and thought, I know back then she's an airhead but this is beyond retarded. With Irina frozen in shock while dark cloud raining airhead and retarded words above her. Ravel. Give blank stare at Irina first. My name is Ravel, then not Phoenix. And Asia is my older sister since when she became an Argento. I've been with her with my entire life. Don't think that because she has timid personality that you can bully her thoughts. Sorry father, mother and brother for using fake name. Hope you all forgive me, Lord. Rubbing Ravel head. It's okay my child. We don't mind at all. Asia, you Unravel-chan is right. My name is Asia, then it's not Argento. And God wouldn't like for his follower to kill people under his name thinking, oh God, please forgive me for lying for the first time in my life. Michael, well, even if other you is lying but other you is right. Asia's father wouldn't like if his follower using his name as an excuse just to hurt her killing other people. Gabriel, give Asia a hug, don't be sad. We're thankful that you still believe in God even after you become a devil. Zenovia, you start to brought back covered Excalibur destruction to strike Asia down after felt insulted hearing her words. Asia, gasp from sudden action and cover herself with her hands. Irina, Zenovia, no. Sounds of gunshot going off. My bad. English, not my first language, so sometimes I'm not good to describe words if any kind soul willing to tell how to describe it better. I'm grateful for it. Zenobia Garreli's covered Excalibur destruction from her hands, feeling pain from the hand that hold it after it got shoot, and look what hit her hand at BB pellets. With everyone else turned to the source of gunshots, seeing Issei holding a gun with smoking gun barrel, Issei start wearing his hat and brought out a shotgun from the back of the sofa, pointing to Zenobia head. First shot is just BB pellets. Next shot is real gunpowder bullet. I dare you to make any move and make any action, or I blast your head off. Rainer, Kalarner, middle. There's a gun compartment from the back of the sofa, looking back to Zenobia, giving her a glare. You picked the wrong house, dumbass fool. Put your hands above your heads. Iku, getting up and point to the screen. Holy shit, I knew it. Why, it looks familiar. It's the farmer with the shotgun. No, better yet, Farmer Asa with the shotgun. Ollie. Holy shit. My rival become a living memes. Zeoticus. He's not a mere red dragon emperor anymore, he's a farmer dragon with a shotgun emperor. Great red. Thinking I gotta find and stock up some shotgun to use next time. Odd, and that sounds badass. As is all, I just got new ideas for a sacred gear. Brought out his notebook and furiously writing in it. Sirzech, seems like my little brother is always same, even in another universe. You really love Dragon Ball, Issei shaking head in amusement. Greg, I'll take that title over that embarrassing one. Albion. Hate to admit, but that's the baddest title, while Lissy covering his face blushing from the embarrassment from others teasing. But Reiner, Call Werner and Middle take a gun for themselves and aimed it to Irina, making her put her hands up. Irina? Sweating bullets after got pointed with the gun. I say, Kun, surely this is just misunderstanding. See, could we just forget all this? I say. While still looking at Zenobia, making sure she doesn't make suspicious action. Sorry, Irina, childhood friend or not. Your friend here tried to attack a tenant in my house. I can't just let it go even if she has mental problems. But Zenobia suddenly got hit on head by imaginary anvil written with mental problems words. But Dona Seek finally came back after hearing the gunshot. Dona Seek. What happened? Rainer. Just that she pointed to Zenobia with her head, tried to strike down Asia. What? How dare she? Brought a rope and goes to Zenobia, using it to tie her hands and legs. Could you please move the weapon on the side so that she won't be able to take it back? Sure, picked the covered Excalibur destruction and brought it to other side of the room. But Zenobia and Irina shocked seeing how Dunseek easily pick up the Excalibur fragment. Irinan Zenobia, thinking a natural-born carrier. Skeeth, tut. He's a fallen angel in hiding. Of course, he can pick up the Excalibur fragment. Middleton, so who did you call? Dalwerner? Raise an eyebrow was at the police. Dona Seco, not just a mere police, let out a smirks. Suddenly the front door got thrown open violently and three figure with different familiar hair color came inside the living room. Red hair frizzy, put your hands up, this place already surrounded, surrender yourself. White hair, we got a report that two mad women came to this house wielding a weapon, silver hair. Notice that the two mentioned on the report already got neutralized. Oh, seems the target already been neutralized. Brought out walkie-talkie and talked to the others waiting outside. But countless amount of SAT team came inside and put handcuffs and straight jacket to both Zenobia and Irina. Zenobia. Ugh, let me go, you pagan, struggling to release herself. SAT member, damn, she's a feisty one. Irina, let us go, we're innocent. God won't approve this, while letting out crocodile tears, and turned to Issei begging him to talk sense to SAT officer to let her and Zenobia go. Issei sighing, sorry, but it has to be done. I don't want to do this, but I has no choice. Seeing that your friend tried to injure my house tenant, SA team member B. Seems like the target has been detained. We'll brought them to the truck. First, give salute to the SA team member with three distinctive hair color. Red hair, good by the way. No need to bring that point to Excalibur fragment on floor. We'll handle it by here. All SAT member, yes sir. all leave, bringing both Zenobia and Irina to police station. But most cast jaw drops after seeing what just happened. Skeeth, Will, any thoughts? Deviljho, wow. Just wow. Never thought that those two would get apprehended by police just like that. Briselda, rubbing forehead from headache. I told her many times already that her brashness and hot-headed temperance would get them in trouble someday. Seems like their other self learned it the hard way already, with Irina and Zenobia depressed seeing how their other self get into jail just like that. So Ona, what I'm confused is how they managed to make a SAT team out of all people came. Sirzech? They'll probably explain it next. White hair, let's make the report from the victim in the meantime, I say. Give blank face, bro guys, no need to keep the act up anymore. Silver hair. Open his helmet, followed with others. Hey, you got us, Issei. Drake acting as police was really fun. Glad that I find you two first when you're with him with his wife. Albion, hate to agree, but Drake right. Issei, him and his wife. Could it be Karasuma and Jalovic-san? Vali up. Well, me and Albion was out of the town. We meet both of them while they're taking a day off from work. Then Drake came telling us about the plan, and he agreed to help us after accidentally heard it. Asia, who are the people that Vali mentioned, with others nodding curious. Issei Oichai and was our senior during me and Vali time at university. Funny though, that first name was Irina too. Vali, glad that they finally get together. Drag for a normal human, he's already reached peak human strength. Albion. Yeah. Greg. Right. He's got my respect even if he's just a normal human without sacred gear and supernatural abilities. Skeeth. In case you guys curious, make a picture appear on the screen. Skeeth. And here's their wedding picture. Oh, I remember. Who is he now? No wonder that name sounds familiar. Last, I remember he was the Ministry of Defense despite his young age. Bejua, Jalovic-san is so pretty in dress. Gabriel, their match make in heaven, I pray for their eternal happiness, they say, sighing, and turn to Drag. You're right, Drag. She's a bitch. But everyone that doesn't know what Issei means stumbled hearing the curse. Greg, told you already she got the bitch's smell going out from her, that's why I'm going out meeting them first. I can't stand the smell. Albion. Face get little green after remembering the smell of don't remind me, glad I'm not in the house with Vali in the first place. Vali's such a powerful technique. Shame we only managed to learn how to smell the 3 types of smell, but not how to filter the smell. With Asia tilt head, not understand it. Well, Ravel, Rainer, Calawarner and middle breath sigh of relief after understand what Drag, Albion and Vali, and thankful that they don't emit bitch's smell that they mentioned. Don't seek. Get star-eyed after hearing about the technique and plan to ask Drag, Albion and Vali to learn it, I say, sweat drops. Well, I don't whether to be thankful or regret for not learning the technique now than how to deal with this thing. With everyone turned looking at Excalibur destruction lying on the floor, pondering on how to deal with it. Screen close. Skeeth, turn to cast. Well, you all probably have some questions, but surely more interested on the technique that other Drag, Albion and Vali learned, considering that everyone already got brief rundown of the technique. With literally every guy suddenly rushing in front of Skeeth asking questions after questions like hungry reporters. Say, what kind of technique is that? Vali, was it true? It can help men detect a bitch. Sirzech, was it only learnable by men only? Odin. Where I can learn it. Michael, can us angels learn it too? As is all, how many types of smell is out there? Greg, do you know anyone that can teach it? Albion, can a soul learn it too? Great Red, can every male despite of their race can learn it? Skeeth, snap fingers making a tape cover every guy's mouth for every one question. Yes. Every male can learn it even if they're dead or not. There's countless type of smell I know where to learn and who teach it, it's called the radar. Sure, it's plain name, but the creator decided that was the best thinking, considering that I'm the one that created, I'm not gonna tell them. Benelana, Skeeth, I know what you want to ask, sadly only male can learn it, there's not a version out there for female to learn. But every woman let out disappointed sigh from the news. Skeeth, noticed that some people start yawning. Already seem like everyone tired, already take a rest for now. See you later. Got matters to attend. Open door and leaves. But Issei start heading to his room yawning but stopped after notice that Zenobia and Irina was holding his sleeve with everyone else looking at their Zenobia. Issei? Got a question. Irina, same with me. Issei. Sure, what was it? Irina, was I'm acting airheaded back then? Zenobia, was I'm too bitchy before when we first met? Issei. Pondering hard and in the end decided to say it while sighing, I hate to say it, but yes, it's right, pardon me. Leave to his room. But both of them frozen in shock after hearing it from Issei. Griselda, shaking head thinking as much it pains me seeing them sad, but they need to hear the harsh truth to grow up. At 15, uncovering Excalibur hidden truth trashing stray exorcist. Also, when casting scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also, disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story, and my avatar orc, Skeeth, suddenly appeared before his house and get inside and noticed that everyone else was in the kitchen eating breakfast and grab Issei's shoulder from behind. Yo, got some more for me, Issei. Jumped from his seat from sudden jump scare. Holy shit, that scared me. Rubbing his chest to calm his beating heart with everyone else trying to recover from the sudden jump scare. Skeeth rubbed back of his head, chuckling sheepishly. Oh, my bad. Sometimes I forgot that I got no presents for others to notice. I'll try to be subtle next time. Sorry for scaring you. I say, remembering the time accidentally walking to other people, scaring them to death. Vali man, we don't notice you at all. Honestly, I pity whoever that pissed you off, suddenly getting chills together with everyone else when thought about it. How cow? I'm glad that me and my team doesn't met him earlier during our foolish days, with his team nodding in agreement. Skeeth, well, let's go eat first, then watch next viewing. It will show some surprising hidden information to all of you. Proceeds to eat. Will everyone else tilt head puzzled hearing that while pondering what Skeeth mean, after everyone finished eating and taking a seat on the living room while Skeeth opened the next viewing. Skeeth turned to Xcast. Well, before I forgot, I decided to add new feature for you guys. Sikvera, what was it, Skeeth-san? Skeeth. I'm adding feature where you guys can feel the energy emitted by people there, to be frank. It's like you're there, but at the same time not. Roy Gunn. That's quite an interesting feature. The cast turned to screen in anticipation. Screen open. Scene change. Hide you house living room. Say, so what's this? Pick up covered Excalibur destruction and unwrap the cover and see what inside. But most cast shocked seeing how others say casually grab Excalibur fragment. Michael. Wait. How did say Dano pick up the Excalibur fragment? Gabriel. Could it be? Julio, a natural born user. Skeeth, just watch, it would be revealed. Brain, or the Excalibur destruction? Paulwern, or why it was here, don't seek. Wasn't it was supposed to be kept in Vatican for safekeeping? Middled. Could it be that those two stole it? Zenobia, hey, Irina, we didn't stole it. Ravel, no wonder that I get feeling of discomfort after seeing it for the first time. Rubs shoulder in discomfort. You say Vali, Excalibur destruction. Both tilt head confused, not understand why the holy sword has name Excalibur in its name. But those that like both Issei and Val while licking their lips thought that both of them looks cute when tilting their head. Issei. Looking around nervously. Why I feel danger. Ollie. Also start looking around sweating feeling that someone was also looking at him. What is this sense of danger? Don't ACKO. You both didn't know. But this Say and Vali shake head and ask all four fallen angel about the story of the sword and why it's called Excalibur destruction. Asia. So the Excalibur got broken during the war, and the church reforged it back with Ravel and four fallen nodding. Issei. Hold hand up. Wait. So you're telling us both that some time ago during the Great War that Vali the Excalibur, the sword that was called Sword of Promised Victory, broke into 7 pieces and later reforged back through alchemy by the church. Valihem. Kinda weird that both of us there don't know about it, Azazel? Possibly that because they didn't interact much with the supernatural that they don't know about it. Agreed, that sounds plausible. nodding, with others nodding confirming both doubts. Rub forehead from incoming headache. Okay. Pardon me for the language, but I call bullshit. Nodding, I agree with it's bullshit how it can suddenly broke just like that. Wasn't it supposed to sent back to Lady of the Lake by late Bedivere? Issei, suppose that it was truly broke, how about Avalon, the sheath of Excalibur? Ravel and forefallen Avalon? But then tired Cast was puzzled, thinking that Excalibur have it own sheath they don't know about, and turned to Skeeth to ask questions. Skeeth? Shake head, just watch. But both Issei and Vali a little shocked that they don't know about the sheath. Issei, wait a minute. Turn to Dreg and Albion. Dreg. Albion, both of you was involved with Arthurian legend. Before right, was the Excalibur truly broke back then? Issei, wait, what? Was it true, Drag? Turned to his left hand asking, Drag, of course, both me and Albion is involved with Arthurian legend. You can even see me on Wales' state flag. But both Drag and Albion thinking hard, trying to remember, and widen eyes in realization. Drag, wait, of course, it wasn't broken. Albion, Bedivere already gave it back to Lady of the Lake, Ravel and forefallen. Wait. What? Excast Wad. Arthur, getting up from his seat in shock how? Morgan? If the Excalibur wasn't truly broken and was in Lady of the Lake hands all this time. Turning to look at Excalibur that Zenobia brought out in her hand. Michael, then what about the Excalibur that we have all these years? Gabriel, does father ever know about this? Skeeth? Nope, he doesn't. But the heaven and church people were absolutely shocked that even the God of Bible don't know that the Excalibur is actually not broken at all. They say, Greg, was it true? With Vali asking the same thing to Albion. Greg, honestly, I don't remember at all if it's true. Albion, signed been sealed too long making us forget many things. Sirzech, then who was it that managed to fool the entire supernatural world? Azazel? Speechless, I admit. Even I'm shocked the one that fooled us got us good. And so? This is what Skeeth Downo mean about the hidden information. Brain or W? Wait, was it true? With both Greg and Albion nodding. Middle. Fall to her seat still shocked then. Why don't anyone know about this? Greg, honestly, if anyone don't brought out about this topic, even both of us won't ever thought about it. It happens long time ago. Been sealed for a long time in sacred gear, making us both nearly forgot it. Albion. Not in here. Both me and Drake was grateful to him for helping release us, making us both remember forgotten memories, if not even us. Both would think that the Excalibur was broken too. Ravel, then who was it that make a fake Excalibur fragment, and said that the Excalibur is broken? With others pondering hard about Ravel questions and both Issei and Vali widen eyes in realization. Vali? Wait a minute, Issei? Could it be? Issei Vali Merlin? Greg? Pondering about it and say, now that I thought about it, he's the most suspicious one considering he's suddenly gone missing after the King Arthur death. Albion. Yeah. The guy was the prime suspect. I'm not surprised if he make fake Excalibur because he don't want the church to get their hands on Excalibur considering that they always eyeing Excalibur back then, Greg. And Excalibur was made by the fairies. And if Excalibur is truly broken and was in the hand of church, Oberon and Titania would go on into rage, seeing their land-prized masterpiece was broken and taken away by church. They would instantly wage war with the church in heaven because of it, even join the great war against them. Skeeth. Turn to readers and say some information for readers. The fairy side in the universe cast in my house come from together with the universe they're watching didn't join the great war, but heaven and church side gone pale. Imagine the fairies would suddenly wage war with them, considering that their side already has lot of casualties already from the great war. Michael, as much I don't want to admit it, other Drag Dano and Albion Dano was right. It was weird that the fairies didn't take any action against us, despite the news that the Excalibur got broken during King Arthur death. Issei. Notice that Kiba is silent. Kiba. Budo. Muttering while crying, so me and others' pain was just for a fake sword. Issei. Give Kiba comforting bro hug. Come on man, I might not know the pain you feel before, but at least I could do is lend a shoulder as a friend, just let it all out. No need to keep it. Yudo. crying while Locke patting his back slowly, sniff sniff. Just why would we have done to deserve this sniff, Skeeth. Pausing the screen, we'll take a moment to rest for everyone to gather their thoughts with everyone else nodding and go take a rest from sudden information. After several while with Udo finally calmed down, I say, dude, you okay there? Looking at Kiba in concern, Udo, taking deep breath, honestly, I'm not, but I must press on what have passed is in the past. Turn to Issei in gratitude, thank you Issei. Issei? It's okay Kiba, you're my best bud, give him thumb up. Vali, well, when hearing you both reasoning it sounds legit, proceeds to take the Excalibur destruction from Issei hand inspecting at him. Another evidence is that for a sword that was supposed to be made by Excalibur fragments, honestly, I'm kinda disappointed that its holy energy and presence it emits was kinda lackluster, just a little stronger than normal holy sword out there. Issei, nodding in agreement. Well, you're right, compared to the stories that Sensei used to tell us before about Excalibur used by the King Arthur he met before in his journey before meeting us, this so-called Excalibur destruction is just disappointing, more like a broken stick. What was the church thinking, even if it is a fake one? Reforging the sword used by figure of legends into looking like that, it tarnishing the regal and kingly image of Excalibur. Point to the Excalibur destruction in Vali hand, as a Zoldum, that was sick burn if I ever heard one. He just dissed the entire church just like that. Wait a minute. Notice something wrong, Greg, what's wrong, you five? Noticing that Ravel, Rainer, Callender, Middleton don't check shakingly pointing their finger to Vali, especially at his hand holding Excalibur destruction, Albion. Looking back and forth between those five and Vali, something wrong, you five looks like seeing ghosts. Vali. Eyes widen in shock. Wait a minute, how did other me was fine despite holding a holy sword? I say. Eyes also widen in shock. Wait. You're right, it's true that other you looks fine. Arthur. Adjusting his glass bewildered even. I'm confused. Michael, how and father name? First other say, don't know. Can pick it now, Vali, don't know. Just how? Skeet. He just watch it would be revealed. Take note of this, Vali. It would be beneficial for you. But Vali looking intently on the screen, feeling giddy for unknown reasons. Ravel, Virginia. Vali Sama, Vali him. Something wrong. Ravel. Casually twirling the sword at high speed using his fingers. Alwiner, actually we want to ask a question. Middletown, did you are fine despite holding a holy sword even if you're a half-devil? Cough nervously. No offense. I didn't mean it. But both Issei and Vali puzzled about the question and start chuckling after realized what they mean. Issei, oh, you guys curious how did Vali can pick a holy sword and use it despite his half-human, half-devil status? Turn to Vali. Do you mind telling them? Vali. Shrugs. Sure, I don't mind, to be easier for you guys to understand. It's about my heritage. Don't seek. Heritage. Tilt head puzzled together with others. Ollie. Start grinning head. Just think, before Lucifer was a devil, what is he again at first? With others thinking about it, and widen eyes in shock. Rainer? Wait, you mean that? Issei. Sign while rolling his eyes and proceeds to do barrier art, lost limbo for the entire house. Adraig and Albion. Rolling their eyes and mutter show off. Ali proceeds to do T-pose with head looking to the air while letting out 6 pair of wings from his back, with each 2 pair are devil top, fallen angel middle, and angel bottom wing. As all of you thought I Vali, Lucifer has awakened the angel and fallen angel side that Lucifer has cast away when turning into a devil. Scasty. Michael WHYH how? I know that, considering that from what Skeeth sent told us before, other Vali Dano could possibly have 6 pair of wings. But how did he have angel, fallen and devil wings? But Gabriel literally feigned from shocking news. Sirzech, I never expected this development. I still widen in shock after seeing other Vali wings. As is all, how did he have all 3 types of wings? If it's 2 types, I can understand. But how did he manage to balance the nature of 3 types of opposing energy? Ollie. Still speechless after seeing his counterpart wings, and start grinning in anticipation, and turn to Skeeth, giving him asking look. Skeeth let out a smirk. You could say that every single Vali Lucifer in the multiverse can achieve this, but would take a lot of hard work, dedication, and most importantly be motivated. The key is, like the biblical God once said, humanity unlimited potential, if you get what I mean. Vali. So basically my human nature, balance out the three opposing forces. Skeeth. Nodding, yep. If not, you would possibly die from the chaotic mess of energy if unlucky and need to reach 6 pair of wings first before achieving what other you in the screen has achieved. And there's also benefit after achieving it, the viewing will show it. Ollie. Nodding in turn to Say, giving him challenging smirk, hey, wait for me, I do, I'll catch up with you, Say. Also give Vali challenging smirk, I'll wait for it, even I'm pumped for our match in the future. Both bump their fists together with everyone else jaw drops after hearing that information. Brain, or so you mean that you unlocked angel and fallen angel benefit besides devil benefit? Vali. Still grinning? Yep. Besides, I can also use angel and fallen angel light energy. Casually make light condensed weapon of any types while thinking, considering that angel version has purifying properties, while fallen angel version has corrosion properties. The hard work back then was worth it. Asia. Shyly hold her hand up. Vali-san, can you read Bible too? Ollie. Give cheerful grin. Sure. No problem. I can do that. Proceeds to recite several verses from Bible and praising God casually without flinching. With Ravel, breathes sigh of relief of managing to cover her ears in advance, middle to side from unlocking the state and gain the benefits. Alwiner. You also don't have weakness of 3 races. Vali, yep. Got all the benefits, no drawbacks at all. Glad that sensei give me suggestions for achieving this back, then smile in nostalgia remembering the past. Don't seek what I can say, that state is bullshitly overpowered for us to comprehend. Issei Volume 1, DDRAIG, an Albion mind in this world probably. Ravel did Oni-sama know about this. Isaiah him and Sirzech know too. They promise us for secrecy. Rain or well, they probably understand that the entire supernatural world would be in uproar if seeing what you have achieved. Shiva you. She's right. People would be curious how he achieved that, and want him on their side. Sirzech Shiva-sama isn't wrong. If I'm in Vala place, I would hide about it. Indra the young Sirzech is right. Ali? Turned to Reiser and Sirzech. Thanks for keeping the secret for my other self. Reiser? Sure. No problem. Even Reiser understand that there would be chaos if people know about it. Sirzech, rubbing forehead from incoming headache, not to mention that the entire Devil Elders would use you for political gain, making Vali shiver hearing about politics, they say. Released the barrier seeing Vali folding his wing, and concealed back his exposed energy. Anyway, we've gotten out of topic. Dreg, Albion, anything else you both can remember from the event of King Arthur death and Merlin missing case? Dregum, from what I remember, supposedly King Arthur corpse gone missing during his funeral. Same with all corpse of Knights of Round Table also missing after their death. Albion, yeah, Merlin was kind of eccentric person. It is said that he's can't sometimes gaze into future. If I'm right, he could possibly the one that stole their corpse so that the 3 faction won't try to get their hand on their bodies. Rain or well, Albion-sama isn't wrong though. Vali, any thoughts? Where did they go? I say. Realizing something, could it be Avalon? Vali, what do you mean, Issei? Issei-sensei once said that Excalibur Sheath Avalon was like a gateway to paradise land of the fairies, so Merlin was probably there with King Arthur body together with his knights. Greg, when you put it like that, it's quite possible. Albion, considering that no one else ever managed to go the land of fairies at all, he probably brought their bodies to be buried there, they say. That sounds legit if he could gaze into the future. He probably done that to avoid supernatural people misusing Knight of Round Table bodies, Arthur. So that's why. Seems like we finally know the truth. Turned to Morgan. We can't let our family know about this. Morgan. Nodding in agreement. Yes, brother. Michael. No wonder there's a sudden uproar about King Arthur and Knight of Round Table corpse gone missing. Asia. Drake-san, Albion-san. Could you tell us what kind of person Merlin is? With Ravel and 4 fallen angel per cup interested, Rainer? Actually, even us are interested. Dalwerner? Nod head. Yeah, we actually are curious too. Middled? Considering that he's supposed to be one of the best magician ever exist in history. But his tale are mostly shrouded in mystery even during our time as angels. Ravel, what we know is that he's the court mage and advisor during King Arthur's reign till his death. Brigham, I don't know much because I don't interact much with him, but you could say he's a mean prankster and pray he won't set his sights on you. Sweat drops. Albion, and his main victim usually was King Arthur followed by his knights. That's right. I remember that time when he turned King Arthur into a beautiful mute girl for a day just for laughs. With everyone else jaw drops hearing that. Albion, that time was awkward though considering his knights don't know that the girl they tried to flirt was actually their king. Greg, nodding remembering the past, yep. When they finally found out that was real awkward though, and they literally gone into manhunt searching for Merlin to beat him. Albion, sweat drops, who wouldn't? Especially Mordred literally has identity crisis, considering the girl he confessed in the middle of the street surrounded by people was actually his father. Great. Yep, not to mention that in King Arthur's position would be more awkward, he can't talk at all to tell his knights that the girl they're flirting was actually their king. But most cast laughing imagining the scene in their head. Azazel wheezing holding his sides pfftttttttt. Holy shit, that must sucks, confessing to a girl only to find that she's your father, FFFTT. Sirzech. Rolling on the ground laughing, oh man, that must sucks, Issei. Slamming his knees non-stop laughing, oh man, I pity them. After everyone managed to calm down laughing and continue watching the viewing, with everyone else laughing or sweat drops hearing that, Issei. Sweat drops. Damn, that must sucks for them. Ollie, while still chuckling, well, pretty sure they would be suspicious to every girl they see thinking that they are actually guy in disguise. Reiner remembered something. Wait, how did Issei can hold a holy sword just fine just now? Howlerner. Widen eyes a bit. You're right, Ray. How? With everyone else looking at Issei waiting his explanation, Issei shrugs. Well, actually, there's a resistance, but it was tame for me, though. Besides, compared to the sword that Sensei has when I accidentally use it, before that was nothing. Ollie. Rubbing forehead. Remember that incident. Ugh, that really sucks. How the heck you accidentally activate that form of that sword, I'll never knows. Greg. Flinch a bit. Don't remind me. All of us literally gone blind when that happens. Albion. Shivering. Who wouldn't? It's like we literally see light from 1 million of suns right before our eyes. Flashback scene showing Drag, Albion together with younger Issei and Vali rolling on the ground in agony while holding their eyes in pain. Back to present, Issei. Throw hands in the air exasperated. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, okay. I admit that's my fault. At least we got back our sight sighing. But most cast flinch, imagine what other they say, Vali, Dragon, Albion said. Odd and ouch, that must sucks. George, even I can't imagine how hard it'd be when suddenly lost sight in an instant. With others in the house, sweat drops watching them bicker, Dantasik cough well. Speaking on the matter about Excalibur fragment. Brainer, I wonder why those two suddenly bring it to this town, turned to Ravel. Any thoughts? Ravel-chan. Ravel? I'm not really sure. Let me ask Sona-sama first. Middle, how about Gremry Eris? Ravel W. Wells scratched cheek nervously. How should I put it? She's less dependable than Sona-sama. With big imaginary arrow with word less dependable suddenly appear piercing through Ria's back, while Sona felt proud from the praise. He knew that was harsh burn, I'd say. After waiting for several while with Ravel finished asking Sona via magic circle about 2 exorcists that came to Kwa. Ravel, coughing well, Sona-sama said that the reason they came to Kwa was to investigate about 3 stolen Excalibur, and if possible retrieve it back, and the one that stole it was Kokabile from Grigori. But this saved Vali, Dreg and Albion, blinking their eyes unable to believe what they just heard. Albion? Wait a minute. Greg? You're saying that the church, Ali? Only sent 2 inexperienced exorcists. But both Irina and Zenobia got hit with countless inexperienced arrow. Issei. Against leader class fallen angel, feeling headache incoming to retrieve back stolen Excaliburs. They say Vali, DDRAIG and Albion are, they retarded. They say rubbing forehead from headache. Sorry to say this, but the chance they'll ever succeed was close to 0 at most. 2%, 5 if they are lucky. Ouchie ouch that low, Hercules. Sweat drops. He really has low expectation, even I feel little bad for them. But Irina and Zenobia feel depressed seeing that other has no faith for their abilities. Vali, what were the church thinking, sending just 2 of them against someone that has much experience from Great War? Why not ask Muscle Old Man to handle it? Asko. Honestly, I'm also bewildered when I heard about it. Julio, shaking head. Exasperated. Honestly, I'm stumped why the church don't ask me for help. Albion. It's like sending 2 toddler fighting against an adult. Greg. Shaking head in disappointment. What to expect, considering that the church done many stupid things all these years. I say, so what are the name of Excalibur that got stolen? Ravelum, if I'm right, they are Excalibur Rapidly, Excalibur Transparency and Excalibur Nightmare. But let's say deadpanned hearing the 3 Excalibur names. Let's say, seriously, who the hell name it? Even a kindergartner can came up with better name. Greg. Not gonna lie, even an idiot can guess what those sword abilities is just by hearing the name. Albion. Noticed Vali thinking of something wrong. Vali, why those sounds familiar? Realize something if I'm right. Wait up guys, I'll be back. Getting something goes to his room and came back bringing 2 broken swords. Could this 2 Excalibur Nightmare and Transparency? Azazel. Spitting the drink. He's drinking what the fuck. Hobie, oh how the heck Vali, there have 2 of it. Albion, wasn't that 2 sword you brought back used as back scratcher back then several days ago? Greg, oh speaking of back scratcher, can you lend me one? Take Excalibur Nightmare and use it to scratch his back, making him give face of pure bliss all that hit the spot, while others beside us say Vali, Albion, and Asia in the house speechless seem that the Excalibur fragment got reduced into a mere back scratcher. Meanwhile, most of cast jaw drops seeing how Vali have the Excalibur Nightmare and Transparency with other drag, use it as back scratcher. Briselda the sword of the church got reduced to that faint from the shock. Sirzech. Well, still speechless. I don't know what to say. How cow, I still wide, seeing Drake still using it, scratching his back. Damn, that's one of the most disrespect move I ever seen in my life. Issei. Mouth still wide, holy sheet, that's brutal of you, Drake. Greg, thinking him I could use one as back scratcher. Great Red. Gave boisterous laugh amused seeing what just happened. God, that was priceless. Albion, where I'm confused is how Vali have those 2 sword in his possession. Vali. Honestly even, I'm dumbfounded. Belittle gave satisfied grin seeing how the fake sword that make him and other suffer before got the disrespect it deserves, Issei. Give blank face after seeing what just happened. I'm not gonna question why you decided to use it as back scratcher. What I'm curious is how did you get it? Vali, well about that. Flashback start. Scene change random alleyway in Qua. Freed, humming happily. Such a pity that I got called back, boss. Sure can be bossy, but at least I got to play with Devil Come. Issei freed Udo. Could it be this is after he escaped from me back then? Skeeth, yep it is. Just watch. Freed, what was that? Squinting his eyes looking into distance seeing back of a figure with a familiar armor. With most cast laughing after seeing Vali in that armor again, while Vali covering his face from the embarrassment, Vali ergwide out other me, freed. Hugging himself in delight, and brought out Excalibur Nightmare and Transparency. You owe new prey. Catching jump to disguised Vali, preparing to strike him down. Hello Theory, Ali. Casually parrying freed. Sword strike without looking back making freed jump back. Breed do nice reflect there. Are you a stray devil scum? Let Father Freed bring you to salvation. Amen. With his vision getting clear, making him able to see who he tried to attack and start laughing his ass off after getting good look what kind armor was that. It looks stupid as hell. Whoever designed it must be an idiot. but Fried stopped laughing after feeling massive amount of killing intent all over the area directed to him. But most cast sweating feeling high amount of killing intent that other Vali currently releasing. Balder what I can say, he's absolutely bucked with everyone nodding in agreement. Vali, you damn heretic pagans suddenly appear before Fried in mid-slash. Creed hurriedly brought both Excalibur trying to block the slash only to find out it's futile with how the Nokia sword slashed through the both Excalibur, leaving only the handle. But most Skast's jaw drops seeing how the Nokia sword easily cut through the Excalibur easily. Azazel. Eyes wide. Holy shit. It just cut through the Excalibur fragment just like that. Say, I thought it was just a joke sword made of phones. Bajuka, what kind of material used to make those sword? With everyone else still trying to grasp how the heck a sword made of phone can easily destroy the Excalibur fragments. Skeeth let out a smirk thinking, never underestimate Nokia phone hardness. Fried jump back evading second slash and new nightmare Chan transparency Chan. How is this possible? Looking at approaching Vali, who are you son of a bitch? But Vali stopped in his track hearing Fried cursing his mother, and releasing another wave of killing intent towards Fried. But Vali also releasing high amount of killing intent, hearing that imbecile cursing his mother while those that sit near him sit further than him from fright. Fighter? He's not booked. He's beyond booked. Breed shit brought out all his flashbang using all of it and escape. Vali, if you thought you can escape easily, you pathetic mongrel, you're mistaken. Having managed to pinpoint Fried presence leaving the area and brought both Nokia sword back and released two energy slash and Nokia phone form heading at high speed towards Fried location. With Fried jumping across the rooftop escaping. Fried shit who the hell was that lunatic? Boss would be pissed off with me losing both Excalibur Nightmare and Transparency. Feel a sense of foreboding suddenly approaching. Scene showing the two slash heading to Fried ass in slow motion with him in midair looking back, unable to evade the impending doom. Fried. No. Almost cast flinching covering their ass after seeing the gift feeling phantom pain, they say ouch. As much I hate the guy. I can't help but pity him. Razor you? Razor also feel the same, Vali. Let out content sigh. Ah, good job, other me. Back to Vali. Vali tch. What a waste of my time making me lose my mood. The nerve of him to insult Sensei Gift and Mother. Notice blades and handle of both Excalibur Nightmare and Transparency, and pick both of it neat just in case I need a back scratcher. I let him go this time de-transform back to normal and heading back home. Flashback ends. Skeeth. I'll answer before you guys ask about it. The armor other Vali using was actually birthday gift from their teacher. After hearing Vali as a kid said that armor made a phone looks cool. So he decided to make a transformation device to transform into that armor. You guys just see so other Vali really cherished that armor, and would use it from time to time. Issei, I see. I would do the same as Vali over there if insult person I respect. I would beat them senseless nodding in agreement. Let out a sigh. Sometimes I wonder who's the older one. Anyway, what are you guys' opinion in this matter? Greg shrugs. Unless they decided to came after us, just let them be for now. I'll be insane with Greg. No need to waste time with some small fry stray exorcist. Me and Greg, gonna go change to normal clothes, first with both. Leave to their room first. Ollie. Hand the Excalibur destruction to us. Say, well, I'll go call Kurosama and Jolavik sent to tell them that there's no need to worry anymore. Goes to make a call and came back taking Excalibur Nightmare and Transparency. Oops. Nearly forgot this too. Need my back scratcher. Don't seek. Seeing that there's nothing to do, I think me, Cowherner and Middle gonna go to supermarket to buy groceries with the mention nodding. Reiner? I'm gonna help clean with the mess. There's lot of footprints here sighing while go take cleaning equipment preparing to clean up the mess. Asia, let me help too. Reiner na Sama goes after her. Ravel? Get a call from Magic Circle. I got a call from Sona Sama. Seems like she want to help me how to manage the territory and discuss about those two just now. See you later, AS Sama leave via teleport AS. Thank you for helping, Ravel. Sona gave her thankful smile. Sona, it's my pleasure, Issei. K, blushing Issei. The guys, now it's only matter of time for the ship to sail. Issei, looking at Excalibur destruction in his hand and leave to his room, well, just in case I need a claw standee. Briselda. Mutter hopelessly. First back scratcher. Now a claw standee, with Deviljho patting her back chuckling in amusement, scene change hill of flowers, sounds of footsteps heading towards the lone tree where there is a tombstone below the tree surrounded by 12 other tombstone. Gabriel? Such a beautiful place. Michael? Could it be? Scene showing back of white-haired man with white robes talking to himself while touching the tombstone in the middle. White-robed man. Sigh. Can't believe it, time really flies fast, old friend. Seems like both Drag and Albion got released already from their sacred gear. Take a seat in front of tombstone he's facing still. I'm sorry for not letting you and your knights got buried on your homeland. I worried if the other supernatural beings would misuse you and your knights' bodies. I hope you forgive me. Start looking to the sky with the screen showing his face while the blurry silhouette appear and put it hand on unaware Merlin's shoulder. King Arthur. It's okay, my friend, we don't blame you. But Merlin feels relief a little for unknown reasons. Screen close. Michael, so that was Merlin. Azazel. This the first time I ever see him. He looks really tired. Sirzech, he must feel guilty forced to stole their bodies, not letting them being buried in their homeland, and I hope he can find it to forgive himself. Udo, as much I want to hate him. But I can't find it to hate him. Seeing how much he bearing this guilt all by himself these years. The same must be sucks, seeing his comrades die with only himself left. Kuroka, so that silhouette must be your ancestor Arthur Naya. Arthur, I think it was. But most casts start getting stretched out preparing to get to their room to rest and notice Skeeth was still there while checking a list on a file. Rossweisse, Skeeth said, is something wrong? Skeeth. Getting up and making loud cough. Well, I got an announcement for everyone. Yasaka, what is it? Skeeth, you guys know that there's other being like me, right? With everyone else nodding, guess what? They managed to know that I'm hosting you guys, and some of them decided to send some of you gift with everyone else. Feels giddy of possibly receiving gift from people like Skeeth. Skeeth. There's actually 5 of them that has sent gifts for anyone that doesn't get anything. Don't be disheartened. Maybe you can get one in the future. First is YOGAP 56,747. He has several gifts for 2 people. First is Azazel. Azazel. Yes. I'm the first one, baby E, Skeeth. Chuckle. He know about your fascination with sacred gear, so he decided to gift you with original sacred gear made by him. He called it Gun Maker. It is capable of making any gun-related weaponry if the user know the schematic of guns they want to make. And the user doesn't need to worry of running out of ammo because it uses elemental energy. Instead of normal bullet, it has 7 primary elements: fire, water, wind, earth, thunder, holy, and demonic eye. Also adds small adjustment, making it wasn't bounded by heaven's sacred gear system, and anyone wasn't able to steal the sacred gear from the user. The user can decide to pass it down to anyone they wish. By the way, this sacred gear has fail-safe system. If the user become wicked or turn evil, it will eject itself out searching for worthy user. Sirzech whistle. Damn. I'm honestly little jealous even though the sacred gear might sound like mid to high tier level if a user can use it. Right. This sacred gear can easily rival Longina's level. Great Red. He's right. Considering there's many kind of gun have been developed over these years, and with how much knowledge Azazel accumulated over the years, that sacred gear is perfect for him. Skeeth brought out ball of energy and shove it inside Azazel's chest. So how was it? Azazel literally shed tear of happiness. I can feel it, the possibilities with this sacred gear. It is endless. Skeeth. And the next lucky person is Issei. Issei. Pumped fist excited. Oh, ye my turn, Skeeth. Actually, he has 2 types of gift for you, Issei. Why don't I see? Yeah. Is that true, Skeeth-san? Skeeth, yep. First one was 4 series of popular games, together with their expansion Sengoku Basara 1-4, Battle and Chronicle Heroes, and also with Yukimura Den, Samurai Warriors 1-4, together with Spirit of Sonata Dynasty Warriors 1-9 plus Stricifers, and Warrior Orochi 1-4 as a small courtesy of me. You can put it inside your sacred gear to play together with Drag and other past user if they wish to join. Also, you can play it on any console and handheld platform anytime, anywhere, I say. Eyes literally shining hearing the amount of games he would receive. Those games sounds awesome. What was it about Skeith-san? Skeith, well, it mostly hack and slash game, but fun thing is to be easier to understand. They mostly retelling of past where Sengoku Basara and Samurai Warriors are for Japan history. Dynasty Warriors was retelling of the Three Kingdom, while Warrior Orochi is, small spoiler is, crossover between Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors. How cow? Wait a minute, if what you said is true, Skeith-san, was my ancestors also included too? Skeith, nodding, yep, he is. How cow? Rub back of head embarrassed. Hey, hi, do you mind if I join you play it? They say, well, sure, the more the merrier. Skeith, just my suggestion, play Warrior Orochi last after you guys finish all other 3 series first with everyone else that interested hearing about the game nodding and understanding. Then for your next gift is brought out a gift box with open holes on the side to Issei. Open it. Issei, open the box and literally melt seeing 3 Shiba Inu puppies wagging their tails happily upon seeing him. With Mickey and Issei harem gushing seeing how cute the puppies are, it's Keith. He knows that despite you having Ryodamura as your familiar, he sent these their puppies to become your second familiar, the dark purple. One name is Oda, orange-colored one with yellow color on it, legs and tail is Takita, the snow white is Wasuki. They are elemental dogs that can help you with your journey, as say Oda using darkness, Takita using fire, while Wasuki using ice. And they actually can combine, becoming a black-colored Cerberus named Musu. Their will legs change color if switched to each respective element. Fire has orange, ice as blue, and darkness as black, they say. Please send Mr. YOGAP 56747 my thanks for sending me all this wonderful gift, hugging each puppies happily. Skeith sure will then the second person, how you doing Depresso? He also sent one gift to you too. Assie brought out sleeping golden retriever, giving it to Assie. Its name is Selwyn. Assie, carefully take the sleeping puppy. Please tell Mr. how you doing Depresso. But I'm also thankful for all these gifts, with Skeith nodding. Meanwhile, with other 3 puppies looking at sleeping, Selwyn feeling need to protect their little brother. Skeith then from SOURFAC 3, he has gift for 3 people. First for Yuto brought out a certain sword from his back, making everyone eyes widen, seeing the sword's size. Skeith. This sword name is Yoru, one of the 12 supreme grade sword. It was originated from the world where other and Vali get their wanted poster. This sword is used by Dracula Mahik, the strongest swordsman in the world. Here is his picture. Show the picture on the screen, but most cast feels overwhelmed after seeing person showed on the picture. Suji, as much as I hate to admit it, if I fought against him despite my advantage as a devil, I would lose, sighing. Sirzech? Looking at his knight bewildered, are you sure, Suji? Saoji? Nodding, confirming Sirzech question, Suzaku? Skeith Sandify, may ask how powerful is he? Skeith. He can casually cut off a big mountain even if he swing his sword lazily, with most Skas jaw drops hearing that. Is like holy crap, that was badass. Even Razor can't do that easily. Eyes wide, Skeith. Alright, then here. Udo hand Yoru to Yudo, shaking hands, feeling overwhelmed with feats of the sword. Original user, Udo. Put the sword on his back and making an oath, I'm honored to be able using this sword, and I promise to become the strongest swordsman in the future no matter how long it takes. Showing resolute face with Tsubaki blushing red, seeing her crushed serious face. Skeith, next is for you, Ac. Asayami. Skeith. Brought out pair of red glove, a ring with chains and pair of contacts. Azazel. Looking at the items Skeith brought out interested him. Those items, especially the glove and ring, has something unusual about it. Skeith, let me introduce you X gloves version, Vongola gear and ring of the sky version X, and also X contact. They are used by Tsunayashi Seada, the 10th leader of most powerful mafia group, Vongola. Here the picture, by the way, the golden-haired guy on the back is his ancestor and founder of Vangala, Jodo. But most cast looking back and forth between Issei and Cinna, both of them looks the same. Zeoticus, they could pass as twin if we don't know about it. Arachiel, how did they have a flame on their forehead? Brachus? Those flame looks unusual. Ervel? Nodding, yeah, those flame look really fierce but gentle at the same time. Skeeth, you are right. It is called Sky Flame, one of the 7 dying will flame. The Sky Flame has 2 types, soft and hard flame. Its special abilities is harmony, were it able to petrify or turn anything attached to ash, and you need the Sky Flame to use the gift just now. They say, but I don't have Sky Flames. Skeeth said, how I can use it? Skeeth. Don't worry, I take it upon myself to customize the gift, so you can convert your flame into Sky Flame. Do you mind brought out boosted gear? They say, proceeds to combine the gift into boosted gear. But they say, try using the X gloves VVG, making Sky Flame appear over his hand and marveling the flames. Greg, that is quite powerful flame. Never thought I would see flame that could rival my own flame now. I'm interested what else it can do. Skeeth now try put the flame on the ring with small iron cub popped out from the ring, making the females gushing upon seeing it. Skeeth, let me introduce you. Its name is Natsu. The animal ring of Bangola ring Veer X with Natsu goes to Issei's shoulder, sitting there nuzzling a cheek with Issei, making every female's gushing at the interaction. It can also use Sky Flame, considering that it made up by Sky Flame, then the X contacted has information about Sky Flame and how to use it, and it also crucial to use Cinna's signature. Moves, X Burner. Don't worry. I'll teach you on how to use it later, you say? You say, man, I can't wait to train how to use Sky Flame later, feeling excited. Skeeth back to brachial question that is called Hyper Dying Will Flame mode. I remove the internal limiter of the user as opposite of Dying Will mode, where it removes the outside limiter. When in Hyper Dying Will mode, the user can fight calmly, no matter what the situation is, but using either of both mode, making the user feel as if their body was breaking, yet that they were prepared to take on anything as well as to be unafraid of their body being destroyed, thinking not gonna tell if used Dying Will mode, they would be stripped down to underwear. As is all whistle and press. Damn, those 2 modes really powerful, capable of removing someone. Limiter is really hard to do even for us supernatural beings. Skeeth. Then the next one is for Saragu. Saragu, seems like it's my turn. I can't wait. What my gift is, bump fist, feeling anticipation. What his gift is? This law. I'm sure it would be something wonderful, son. Skeeth, it is, you could say it would be perfect with Sirag fighting style, and it is related with the Issei gift just now, making people per cup wondering what gift it is. Regulus man, now I can't wait. I wonder what kind of flame master would have. Skeeth, let me present you Bangle of the Sun Vertex used by Cinna's Sun Guardian, Sasago Arai Hai. I also take it upon myself so that in order to use Sun Flame, you need to channel your magic power to the Bangle to use the Sun Flame. Yasaka Sun Guardian a Sun Flame. Skeeth, I'll tell you guys about the characteristics of Sun Flame. It has power to induce and improve the efficiency of any type of activity, and can increase rate of blood flow and cell regeneration, making it optimal for support roles, such as healing and strengthening individuals. It can also stimulate muscles and joints, increasing the user's body functions drastically. The activation characteristic also makes it difficult to use Sun Flames in direct combat, as the user must spend his energy and flames for healing in addition to attacking. Also, overusing the activation characteristic can lead to cellular death. Sarayaku, this would be perfect for me. Now I can fight longer as long as I wanted, bump fist and excitement. Skeeth, by the way, here gave Sarayaku books containing Raihei techniques. Not to mention you also has companion like Tsuna and his name is Garu, but Sara tried channel the Sun Flame to the Bangle, making Garu Virix appear from it with Serwarg feel excited of having new sparring partner. Skeeth, you guys probably curious about Primo and Decima with their guardian. Right. With everyone nodding interested, and Skeeth showed their picture on the screen. Sirzech. It's carly coincidental how Tsuna-san and his guardians look eerily similar to Jodo-san and his guardians. There he is. Who is that toddler besides Tsuna-san? Did they also train them into life of mafia too? Skeeth. Chuckle amusedly hearing that question, making most people feel uneasy. There's a saying goes, never underestimate someone by their appearance. That toddler can kick most of you guys' ass easily despite his nerve state, with everyone perplexed hearing that claim. Hey, who are you serious, Keith-san? Skeeth? Yep. His name is Reborn, the world's strongest hitman, and also the one that trained Sooner to the Decimo he is today. As is all, what do you mean by nerve state? Skeeth, he actually under a curse that turned him into a toddler, and I'm too lazy to explain with everyone else. What drops hearing the excuse, by the way, is say, Sarg, there's hidden technique for both of your gift. It's up to you both on how to achieve it. Gave both of them books containing information on how to activate Cambio Forma Form Budo. Please send Mr. SOURFAC3. My thanks for his gift. Issei, same with me. Sarai, irk me too. Skeeth, I will, by the way, before I forgot, both of your gift is bounded to you only, meaning, if you die from old age or anything else, they'll also follow you guys to the next life. Next, the gift from the two others was for Issei. Issei. Widen eyes feels overwhelmed hearing that there's other gift for him. Seriously, me again? Skeeth. Chuckles seeing Issei expression. Yes, you're right. First from Genom 10. His gift for you is the one and only super shotgun used by none other, the legendary Doom Slayer. But the Devis feels shiver in their spine hearing Doom Slayer name, Shiva. Something wrong, Sirzech. I seen that every devil flinch upon hearing that name. Skeeth, let me answer. Long story short, Doom Slayer is the one that conquer hell many times single-handedly in his universe. Despite being human, here is his picture, making devil sides sweating nervously hearing about it, and glad Doom Slayer didn't exist in their universe. Or even by just seeing the picture, I can feel overwhelming rage emanating from him. Skeeth, the super shotgun also has hook for you to say to get close to your enemy. I've taken it upon myself to customize super shotgun, so it is unlimited enhanced shotgun bullets without needing to reload, and also able to use as medium to use dragon shot for extra damage. Sajadam, that is dangerous combination shivering, imagining on the receiving end of shotgun spread dragon shot. Skeeth, next is from ZAIDAS 144, a spear that can return back to the user after being thrown, anyone, unless if they has resistance against it. Upon impact in 2-meter radius, those hit by the spear would be shocked for around half a minute, brought out blue purple spear, giving it to his say. I see, feels giddy received the shotgun and spear man. Hunting strays would be easier with this. I'll promise to not misuse all these gifts. Please send Mr. Genom 10 and Mr. Zeta's 144 my regards for these wonderful gift, with Skeeth giving a nod. Skeeth. Stretching a bit. Well, that's all for now, see you guys later. I got somewhere to go, leave via the door. Sirzech. Alright. It's gaming time, Azazel. Come on, Issei. Let's go to the game room. Vali. I'll bring snacks and beverages, go to the kitchen. Deku, let me help you follow Vali. Seraphil, I would love to join playing those games too. Issei. Alright, let's go then. Goes to the game room followed by others. Thanks for listening to my video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment below your favorite part. Sayonara, see you in the next video.